All right, welcome to another edition of No Jerry Soupe tonight because the motherfucker's on the beach in fucking Florida sipping fucking White Claws, you motherfucker. Sip those
Ugh,
White
gross.
Claws, you bitch. I love you, Jerry. I'm just fucking with you. But he hates it when I fucking because he sent me a picture of a White Claw. He was drunk. I think I drank these.
Dude, White Claws are
They go,
disgusting, man.
you don't give me material, Jerry. Don't give me material. Because
White Claw is so disgusting that I'd rather be sober.
have you ever had a Zima?
No, I was so my dad drinks Zima apparently.
Oh,
I was so disappointed when I found that out. I was like, no, Dad, what the fuck? Maybe I am the UPS man's kid.
all right, man. So
Do they still make Zima? I
not
don't think they make
anymore.
Zima.
No.
Yeah.
No, but I've had a White Claw and I've had a Zima. Zima was like something I spit out. I at least finished the White Claw.
Ugh, gross.
Because
I've not finished either of them. They both
somebody
suck.
gave it to me and it tasted like shit and I was like swallowing poop. Fucking
I
hated it.
haven't tried either.
Oh,
I'm just glad that my Walmart has Rolling Rock. That's all I'll say.
that's cheap.
Hell yeah.
Like
Dude,
$7 a 12 pack, man.
both
Rolling
my two of
Rock
my
is a good beer.
biggest
All right,
Two
man.
of
Let me
my
get this.
biggest heroes drink Rolling Rock: Ian Wadley and the Angry Video Game Nerd.
All right.
That's
Rolling
right.
Rock is a good
Let
beer.
me let me get this under control. Usually Jerry like will introduce everybody, so I get to do it tonight. So Eric, man. Eric, Eric RMCP Jordon is here,
Yes, I'm
man, from
here.
the Rock All Over You podcast. We got Travis Perrotta from Anywhere. And then we got Andy
Everywhere.
Rodriguez from Black Spinner Circle and Crack the Bat, Pop the Glove, whatever that is. I don't know if you've been doing that yet in a while, but
Yes.
you got a lot of news on that built up. But and then we got Eddy Cannistraci here, man. You know, Rock
Call
All Over Your
80.
podcast. You got the Blood
Yeah,
Brothers
I'm
right
also
here.
on the podcast with Eric.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna like
You
introduce
should
both
have
of
put us
us.
together,
Yeah,
Mark.
you
Yeah.
Oh,
totally dropped the
sorry.
ball.
You just, yeah.
Dropped
We're
the
Jerry
on
would
the
have put
same
y'all
show.
together.
Put us together. Lean
Yeah.
Jerry would
into
have
it.
done that.
Lean into the fact that we're classing up your show with the Rock All Over You podcast.
Yeah.
Jerry would have put y'all together.
The
Yeah,
sexiest
This is
podcast ever.
Jerry's job, man. I'm not used to it. It's like when somebody
You were
tells
doing this for years before
Yeah,
Jerry
Mark.
even started doing
Yeah,
it.
what
Don't
the
put it
hell,
on
man? You're
Jerry.
the veteran on me. You're the
This is
veteran
your
here.
show.
not on this show. Me and Jerry both started this show together, so this is different. Uh, but shit, yeah. So we got the Rock All Over You podcast. Edwick, Eric, and Edwin.
Edward.
Have you been drinking all day,
How
Mark?
much? Yeah, how
No,
much have you
no,
drank today?
no. I'm good.
I
All
understand.
right.
Don't
So
get me
tonight
wrong.
we're
I'm
gonna
just saying,
do.
Mark, I've been where you, I'm not gonna get personal, but I've been where you've been. If you've been drinking all day, I understand. Just
This.
saying.
All I've had was this. It's
Yeah.
probably the weed.
Eric has too. So,
Yes.
we've been
Oh,
there.
I did a lot of drinking
A lot
during
of
that
us
period.
aging rock and roll guys. I use aging loosely with Eric because he's young. But, we've been there, Mark. You're not alone.
Yes.
That's what I'm telling you. Your brothers are with you. There
All
you go.
right.
Hey, that divorce aged me like that. Well, not the divorce, but the first marriage aged me by a lot.
Dude,
Yeah, yeah,
this is number three.
That marriage was bad. Like
This is number three. I'm a veteran.
number three.
That's why I'm
That's
31.
why I'm
But
pissed off. So
Yeah, I know.
Why?
Third time was supposed to be the charm. What the
yeah,
fuck?
Yeah, what the
really?
fuck
I
happened?
no, it's
Mark,
three.
we're
It's three.
taking you to the
It's three
Philippines.
strikes. You're out.
Mark, I'm taking
And
you
I
to
guess
the
that's it.
Philippines.
Yeah.
I'm taking
Hey,
you to
but
the Philippines finding your wife.
she's awesome. So let's not like.
But maybe you'll be like Lemmy, you'll just be your own cool guy doing your own thing now.
Yeah. Or you can come with me to the Philippines and I'll find you a
Start
wife.
collecting knives
Nah,
and
it's okay.
World War II stuff.
All right. So Eric, you picked this episode. It was your idea, man. Talk
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, man. So I don't know how it really came up, but I just been watching like Dazed and Confused, a couple of these kind of movies. But coming of age movies, our top 11 coming of age movies. I realized looking at all the different movies I love, a lot of them really are considered coming of age movies, which is essentially it's like a teenage movie, or like a young kids movie. It's a movie about uh, teens or kids that haven't quite reached adulthood yet. And usually it's kind of an adventure movie. Maybe sometimes they learn about life, they learn about themselves, they kind of grow up a little bit.
And Back to the
Um,
Future wasn't one of those. I couldn't
nope,
pick
that
it.
is not. That is not. That's
First
not coming
question
of
I
age
ask
movie.
is Back to the Future, and he goes, no,
Nope,
no, no.
I don't consider it. I don't consider
Better
it coming
scrap
of
that off
age.
my list then.
But
Oh,
We might have a discussion about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
I love
Yeah,
to
we
hear
should.
this.
but no, I don't consider it a coming of age movie. I mean, it's close, but it's not there. But
But he was
yeah,
in
I
high
just
school twice.
what?
But
Yeah, it
he
does,
was in high
just because
school
it's in
twice.
high school doesn't mean it's coming of
But
age.
he did
I'm
hang out with an
making we're
old man
making
the
a
whole
case
time.
for it when we get there. But hey, obviously some of us
Yeah.
put it on the list, so we'll discuss it when we get there.
Fuckers. I should have disobeyed him, man. I should have
All
said,
right.
Oh
fuck it,
no,
I'm
fuck
putting
you,
it on.
Mark. You better fucking
Yeah,
listen.
I love. Oh, Mark did not put it on. I love this.
I was told not.
Yeah. Because I asked him, is back the feet? He goes, no. So-
I was like, no. But no, yeah, I realized, man, so many of the movies I love are coming of age movies.
Yeah.
And it's a great genre of movie because when you're young, you watch these movies and like they're fun because it's what you're going through or like what you feel like you're gonna be going through in a few years, whether you reach high school, this or that. And then they become better when you get older because when you're older, they're like time capsules. These movies are like time capsules. They take you back to that time when you were young, and it just makes you feel good, And
You
so
also learn a lot. You also learn a lot about drugs and fucking. So
yes, you do. Oh my god, you do. Yep. But yeah, so that's why I decided to do this because I'm like, damn, this could be a fun one.
shit. Oh, I just
What?
remembered a
What did
movie.
you do?
Go ahead. Go. I gotta
Okay.
take a movie off my list.
Jesus Christ, I got a lot. Let's just say though, we're gonna do honorable mentions on this episode too
Yeah.
because
Oh, yeah.
I have so many honorable mentions. I also too I include my mom's list. So when I say like one of my movies, I'm also gonna mention one of my mom's because she's a huge movie fan.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, she loves movies. It looks like she's got a fucking blockbuster down in her basement. She's got so many damn DVDs and Blu-rays. So I wanted to include her on this because she got real excited about the topic. So I got her list as well. So this should be a fun one.
Hey, I invited her to come on a podcast. She wants to come on a podcast.
She does, yeah.
She does.
We'll have to arrange that.
Yeah, she said she wants to be on with you. So that's cool. But man, let's get to
my mom on my podcast a couple of times.
Yeah.
Nice.
On our Mother's Day specials.
All right, so let's get to a few quick BS items. This kind of pissed me off today when I saw this, and I don't know if it pissed you off. You guys call Bono fucking whatever you call him, but this guy fucking owns it. Pretentious, yeah. This guy owns it.
Turd.
Sting says grown men shouldn't be in bands. Sting believes that grown men shouldn't be in bands because it limits their musical growth. Edwin.
Yeah, his limited growth. There is not even his first solo album, which is decent. The Dream of Blue Turtles, like that's the best thing he did outside Police because he still had a little Police hangover. But even that album is not half as good as any of the Police albums. I'm sorry. And I think most people would agree. And that's as good as it gets for Sting.
I agree. I like his solo stuff with the Police.
Now, I don't think actually Sting's ever done anything as a solo artist that's like shitty, like nothing like embarrassing or bad. He's kind of stayed in a middle of the road kind of pop pocket. Like it's like respectable shit. But man, when he was working with Stuart Copeland, those guys just had an energy together, and like Sting was the poppy one, Stewart was like the new wavy guy, and Anthony kind of in the middle, kind of brought them together. He was like the lukewarm water that brought them together.
Yeah.
And they just had magic. And Sting could wax poetic and wank off all he wants. No one, and he has to know it deep down in his soul. He has to know that everyone likes the Police better than his solo shit. But he's in fucking denial. Even Bono, I'll give Bono credit. Bono knew enough to know I better stick with fucking you two guys.
Yeah.
It's like, no one's going to want to hear me about The Edge and Adam and Larry. Like, I'm going to stick with these guys.
They're a band.
Yeah, so no, Sting's been delusional for like 40 years now. He's been delusional since Stuart Copeland said it best during this great documentary I saw about the Police. And Stuart was like, yeah, like mid-'80s, we had a few fights. I figured Sting would go off, do a few solo albums. And then he would, of course, want to come back and do the Police again because we were such an awesome band. And then, short of a cash-in reunion, that they did just, concerts, the fact that he spent so much of his adult life not doing Police music when it's what everyone wanted from him, yeah, dude's a dick.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
he's
agree.
in denial. But yeah, that's just my opinion.
Thoughts on that, Andy?
Yeah, a lot of thoughts about that because when you have a band and grown men means that you have to share some of the money. If you just have hired musicians, you don't have to share as much. Also, on a fun note, I don't know if y'all have been watching this advertisement, but Andy Summer is going to be touring in the fall, which is something that I might be interested to go checking out because I like his guitar licks and I think he's a very talented guy. I never really sat down and really listened to Sting music. Just the stuff that's on the radio, and it never really grabbed my attention to actually go, "Oh man, God, I need to go get this album
Ten Summoner's
and see what
Tale
else there
is
is."
really good.
But it's not a Police album. It's nowhere close
No,
to
it's
Police.
Sting, but it's good.
But but I'm a big fan of the Police. And then when you hear Sting, it doesn't even compare to it. A band is dynamic for a reason. If you lose one guy, it's hard to replace that one person, and it's hard to replace that energy of that nucleus that you had. Yeah, yeah, he carried weight with his name, but the music didn't stand the way that people thought that it would, coming from the Police.
Yeah, I saw him on the Nothing But the Sun tour, man. That jazz band he had up there fucking smoked, and he was fucking great. Yeah, I understand, but I heard people say the Police put on a lot of bad shows during the Synchronicity tour.
Yeah, but that's because he was
Yeah,
probably being a sour bitch
Maybe
at that
they were
point.
fighting
Probably,
on
they
that,
yeah.
but
broke up right after.
I saw him there, and that live album he put out with that band called the double live album, Bring On the Night, Sting Live, fucking
Yeah.
phenomenal live album, man. I love it. But Travis, what do you got to say about that, man?
It's the same thing as a lot of legacy artists that are up there in age. They just, I really have not much to offer, but some of them are just getting grumpy, like Robert Plant or Bruce Dickinson.
Robert
Bruce
Plant's
Dickinson
always been
saying,
kind of
"Oh, no
grumpy.
Don't
smoking in
talk about
concert."
Bruce in front of Eric.
Oh, oops.
And Robert
But
Plant's always been a grumpy
Robert
little
Plant's always
asshole.
grumpy. And then the news should just say old man yells at the sky. It's just like we can do whatever the hell we want, Sting.
Get off my lawn, fuck
Get off
fucking
my
Sting.
lawn.
Get off my lawn, Stuart Copeland, with your drums.
Get off my lawn.
Hey, but fucking
And you
didn't Andy
daring to
Summers
say
do Behind My
occasionally, "Hey, that
Camel?
song's kind of wanky."
Didn't Andy Summers do Mother and Behind My Camel?
Yeah, they usually Anthony and
Those songs
Stuart
suck.
do the kind of
Well,
out.
who cares?
Listen, I'll agree. I agree with you. Actually, I
Thank
think
you.
I like the early Police a little bit more than the later stuff, but I still prefer the later stuff overall as albums to
Yeah.
anything Sting did
All right.
as a solo artist.
I'm sorry, Eric, it's your turn, man. I just had to get that joke in.
Yeah. I I get he's just being a grumpy old man because honestly, I feel like in a band, you're going to grow way more as opposed to just being a solo artist. Because even the best solo artists, they grow because of the musicians they surround themselves with. I mentioned it in the Stevie Nicks episode that me and Edwin did, where I love the fact that she's kept the same background singers, she kept the same guitarist, like after all these years, because she knows that yeah, she's the star of the group, but like with these people, they help her. That's why I start a podcast with Edwin. He's the kind of guy, he's gonna push me to do things I wouldn't normally think about or challenges me, hey, do this instead of this. And even though I may be like, what the fuck, I don't want to do it like that, I'll do it and I'll realize that's why. It's like being in a band, it pushes, you challenge each other and you bring out the best in each other because sometimes you're pushed out of your comfort zone or you have to do something that maybe you wouldn't do on your own. So I think he's just kind of completely wrong, because like I said, even the best solo artists are working with people like the best solo artists, like Ozzy, he was working with Randy, he was working with Jakey Lee and Bob Daisley, all these guys. He wouldn't have never done as great music as he did without those guys' help and their contributions.
Exactly. In case of point, look at the Beatles. When they split, they all were mediocre.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well,
I was
I
never.
wouldn't say they were mediocre,
No,
especially
not Paul and John. Paul and
But
John was
obviously
awesome.
they
Paul's
were better
great.
together.
Yeah, but they
Yes.
weren't. I mean, they didn't do Beatles
No. I mean,
stuff at all. I
no,
mean, they never came
that's the
close.
thing.
Hey,
Because you have
Paul's the first billionaire, man.
You have the
I was so
quality
happy for
control.
that.
That's the thing. And that's why he said, oh,
Yeah.
you can't grow. It's the opposite because other people force you to, you know, they challenge you, they force you to not sustain your bubble. I think if you're just a solo artist and you're just telling paid musicians what to do, you're
Yeah.
like in an echo
Yeah.
chamber. You're in a bubble. Like no one's gonna, yeah, these jazz musicians come in, Sting says do this, and they go, yeah, right on, boss. They do it,
Well, maybe.
But that scrappy guy you kind of came up with, though, he's on your level.
Well, the
That's
guy's
why
brother,
look
the
at Guns N' Roses. Look at Axl up his own ass. He's not with that guy he grew up with in Indiana, is he? Saying,
No.
"Hey, Axl, that techno
That
shit you're
song
doing
sucks.
sucks." So like you don't have that. You don't have you don't have someone that dares like a peer that's come
Get
up,
better.
and
Yeah.
that's also like Lugazi. That's why his music he's been doing for the past 30 years sucks because he stopped in the 80s. He had like a core band. He had people he was working with. Even though he was a solo artist, he was working with a band. And then he was doing that bit with Zach Wild too in the early 90s. But as soon as it became just the Sharon and Ozzy rotating musician show, and you
Yep.
just in different people and punch it in, quality, it's the other way around. The quality goes down and you don't grow,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I think Sting is grumpy. I do enjoy a lot of his solo albums, but not as much as I like the Police album. But the Stuart Copeland songs I've never liked on the Police album. So uh, not the Stuart Copeland Andy Summers songs, man. Oh God, it
Yeah, he's
just
got
gets.
some good shit. Stewart wrote some good shit.
No, Stuart did. I mean Andy, like
Yeah,
Mother,
yeah.
fucking Behind My Camel that won a Grammy, and Sting wanted nothing to do with that song, so he didn't even play on it. So
So
then
guess
we
what?
get to the next thing. I think we all love going to concerts, man. We know how fucking these service fees are fucking going right now, but fucking, I think that this might be a good thing for fucking us concert goers, man. And I've said this for years. How did these two companies get together? It's a fucking collusion. Again, Justice Department sues Live Nation Ticketmaster, alleging monopoly over the live entertainment industry. Edwin.
Yeah, so like I mean, so they're like yeah, I guess I noticed them a little bit more at Ticketmaster these days, Live Nation.
Yeah.
I guess
They're
most
the
of the
same
time,
company.
are they the same company?
Ticketmaster bought out Live Nation years ago.
Okay, so well, that is a monopoly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
in general, I'm against monopolies, like in a
Me
really
too.
big way. It's something I ran about a lot. So yeah, I don't like this. I think it's bullshit. Um, Like, I'll just say this how I get that. Listen, I don't like everything, and I didn't like some of the bullshit Eddie Vedder did this week. And sometimes he's a fucking bitch. But I always agreed with the Ticketmaster stuff, and I always gave them credit on that. And that was back in the '90s, and that took balls to do that then. And I
Like
wish more
93.
bands would do that now and stick up because they have their own network. You know what I mean? Like a band, especially the really big bands like Metallica and stuff, they don't need Live Nation. They just
They
fucking
don't.
put the word out. They can just sell tickets on their own direct,
But you know what
and people
happened
will
to
come.
Pearl Jam because of that? They said they were playing shitty venues because Ticketmaster had deals with all the venues they wanted to play at.
Well, their
Right.
idea of what a shitty venue was probably still better than what, all those hair metal bands by the mid 90s were playing.
Yeah.
Great White would probably want to play those shitty venues
If it's Jack
by
Russell,
96.
I'll watch Great White in a fucking shitty venue. I love Jack, man.
But I mean, but people, no, people, not enough people do what they did back then. I mean, they're not even doing it anymore. But the artists need to stick up and fight, and the ones that do have the power can help to make a change. But they don't care. They just want to cash in. Everyone's cashing in now. It's one big cash in.
Yep.
And the consumers, the concert goers, they're the ones getting, they're losing out. And then you're getting like I'm starting to see a culture divide in a lot of us. I mean, a lot of us still go to concerts and stuff, but you're gonna be seeing more and more posers going to concerts, like just people that have money that like to
Yeah.
have an event to do, an activity to do. Especially the bigger shows like the arena and the stadium shows, not the club shit. Club shit, guys like us will always go
Old
to.
school. Mhm.
Yeah.
Club shows
I
rule.
love the
Yeah,
club
I
shows
like the
better.
club shows better anyway. To me,
Yep.
that's like where the real fans go. The people want to
Cheaper.
hear music. You go to a stadium, it's just like some accountant that's playing Rockstar for a week, singing the songs,
Yeah.
But
Taking
you
a
go,
piss break during the deep cuts.
yeah, you go to a concert, everyone's there, everyone's into it. They're actually listening to the band, and the music, and you know that yeah, I'm more about that anyway, you know. So, but I feel bad that you know there are some really you know it's just everything's getting really expensive nowadays,
It
and it's
is.
because of monopolies. Because when these businesses come together and they say, hey, well, what else are you gonna do? This is the only ticket in town. People get you know they don't have any choice, and then they get fucked over. So
Well,
Yep.
I'm
definitely
just
again.
gonna say Stevie Nicks is playing this Yamava Casino up here, right? And I go, oh, let me see how much tickets are. Fucking $1,200,
It's insane. It's insane.
It is.
$700 for a fucking casino show. What the
It's
fuck is
insane.
Yamava like? All the other casinos around here, like Fantasy Springs or whatever, they're decent prices, you know. But the Yamava Theater is like fucking to see Ringo Starr. I think the cheapest is like $90. I go, I
Definitely
go.
also the artists that play to a more general audience. Like you could still see
Yeah.
like Judas Priest and some artists like in
Yeah.
Armored Saint and bands
New
like that for
new
a
kids on the block are
reasonable
going
price.
for 800 to twelve
Why
hundred
the
there.
fuck are you looking at New Kids on the Block
I
tickets?
was just seeing their prices. I was just seeing
Oh
if
yeah,
there's
Yeah.
you were just
different.
curious about
Okay.
the prices.
No, I was
Prices.
just looking to see what
Yeah,
price
yeah.
if they had cheaper
Mark, I know
prices,
you're
and none
not
of it
sure.
was cheap.
What are you, a
It's all
stock
right.
trader?
NKTOB forever, man. Face the
No,
music.
no, no. I looked at them.
Whoa, whoa, oh.
I looked at Ringo Starr. I looked at different ticket to
Yeah, yeah,
see
okay, I
how they
got it.
jump. Yeah.
You're looking for the right price or the right stuff.
Because I did see the Black Pros open the Yamava Theater because my wife was a gambler and she got free tickets. I went there and saw it. It's a pretty fucking nice theater, but it's not worth 12, and it was 1,200 for the upper level. I'm going,
For that
yeah.
price, I would want Stevie Nicks to. I would want her. I want a time machine where I could go back and fuck her in 1981.
Yeah, I thought 77 she was pretty hot, man.
Yeah,
Oh my
I'm
God,
all about
yeah.
the.
She had the chubby cheeks in 77, man.
He was
Oh,
hot
my
then,
wife,
but I'm all about the
Yeah.
hair, belladonna, fucking
The
Stevie.
coked out
my
years.
Yeah, but
my
she's all
wife,
cokey and wouldn't even
All
know who
fucked
it
up.
was.
my wife got like chubby cheeks. That's fucking sexy.
Yeah.
But
The
yeah,
So
year
I
that Steve Nicks was all fucked up and didn't know what she was doing. Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I have a shot with her. I have
Yeah.
more of a shot with the coked up 81 one than the 77 one.
Yeah.
So Eddie, what do you think about the Justice Department suing Ticketmaster and Live Nation?
Oh well, my wife and I were just talking about that before I came on because we were going over the news and stuff like that about what she was reading. And man, just like Edwin was saying, you know, it's a monopoly, and we've heard about this ever since we were in high school. That monopolies are bad for economics. It's good for them, but it's bad for the consumer. And the consumers, we are the consumers. We listen to music. We talk about music. We breathe music throughout from the moment we wake up in the day to the time we go to bed. We're all about music, and they're screwing us, man. And they
hmm
are really
Yep.
taking more of the money. And yeah. The artists do charge a lot more because they want a piece themselves. If not, they'd be fucking touring for nothing. So ticket prices have to be up, you know, because these artists need to get their cut and not just to the big monopoly businesses. So,
But
you
yeah, and
know,
people don't make money off of album sales anymore, so that's like where they're
yeah,
leaning in. But still, it's insane. It's crazy.
I
yeah.
saw Metallica. I paid for 2 days, $192 for 2 days.
You see,
That
that's
It's
not
wasn't
not
bad.
too
bad.
bad actually. By today's standards, that's not
Yeah,
too bad.
I don't. I think Metallica controls their prices. I'm just
I think
saying.
they do. Yeah, I always said Metallica, despite what people say, I think they're a little more decent than a lot of the other big bands that
Yeah,
are out. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, because they know their fans. I mean, they know their fans are working class people. You
Yeah.
know,
they appreciate everybody, dude. They brought everybody from the lowest low to everybody to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. So fucking, they
and
brought
when
everybody.
and I've gone to several Metallica shows, and what you don't see Metallica shows are posers that don't belong there.
Yeah.
I mean, easily. I
I
mean,
saw
they
this.
are
I
your
saw this chick just
middleman.
looking at her hand the whole time, like her nails, like she's bored. I was like, yeah. Her boyfriend was like, yeah, but she was just there for him, probably. But I was like, fuck it, dude. You see what they're playing? Oh my god, fucking master of puppets, and you're just sitting there looking at your hands.
Oh my God, Mama said.
Oh,
they
I'd
didn't play.
fucking leave. Fuck that
No.
song.
I know.
That
They probably
song
never
is
played
like
that song.
Silent Lucidity bad.
Yeah, we
That's
already
like
did
bad. That's
reviews
like
on
bad
this one.
Danzig. It's terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Travis,
Um,
any thoughts on the Ticketmaster lawsuit?
I just think it's a bunch of BS. I'd rather go to, like Edwin said, I'd rather go to a club. It's a more intimate setting.
yeah.
Yep,
Again, support your local bands, guys.
yep.
Here you
Eric.
go.
I'm pretty much same way everyone else feels. I think it's bullshit. Fuck Live Nation, and I think it's wrong to have a monopoly. And I hope something comes out of it where ticket prices go down. But I'd rather try to see a club show. Um, yeah, like I know Haunt's gonna be coming to North Carolina in like late summer, so hopefully by then I'll have enough money saved up where I'll be able to get my ticket to see my wife in December, and I can actually see a couple shows before then. So yeah, I'm I love the club shows, man. They're more fun, more intimate. You're gonna see more real people there, but at the same time, I still hope they put a kibosh on all this Live Nation bullshit because yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, I remember I got a lot of free tickets from another lawsuit from Ticketmaster. They gave me, I went to like 7 shows because
Oh,
they
you
ripped us
son of a
off.
lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah, I got to see Cheap Trick Foreigner. I got to see a lot of shit for free. I saw
Nice.
Evanescence with fucking that Lindsey Sterling chick. That was horrible. God damn, Evanescence had a full orchestra out there.
What?
I I
God
fucking
damn.
hated it. And then Lindsey
I don't
Sterling
even
was
like
playing.
good bands of orchestras.
I saw Evanescence
Uh,
without an orchestra at the Wiltern Theater, and they were great. They were rocking,
Yep.
but with the orchestra, I was bored.
if you're
But it was
not
free.
if you're not the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, you cannot have a fucking orchestra on stage.
Yeah, you
The
enjoy
only
that.
band that can do it. That's the only band that can do it.
All right. So,
I still think Fallen is a banger album.
yeah, it is. I like all their albums basically. I love
I
Amy's
do like
voice,
I
man.
like the song "Bring Me to Life."
That's all fallen.
Great
Yeah,
song.
Yeah.
great song.
You even like the rap? Wake me
Uh,
up inside.
not really. Yeah,
It's
the
I
okay.
angry white guy rapping.
That guy was from another band that nobody knows now, and I don't even
12
remember.
Stones.
Oh,
12
you
Stones.
know it. Of course you know Fallout. I thought they sucked because I went and said, "Oh, that was
They
cool.
do
Let me go
suck.
listen to this." No, that sucked. Uh, all right, man. Let's see. I put this story in for Andy. 706 people named Kyle got together in Texas, and it wasn't enough for a world record. Andy, take that one, man.
Okay.
Well, you told me like there's a Kyle Tech. I don't know about this
Okay.
shit.
Well, apparently, after Mark put this out, I just added that 706 Kyles met in Kyle, Texas, which is I really don't know where for me, but just like 2 hours away, and they were trying to break a world record for the most amount of people with the same name, but they fell like 2,000 short. Of the biggest collection of people with the same name as Ivan.
Oh, wow.
Kyle. But did they were
That's
they were
all I
they
have on
they're
that.
all
I mean,
They had
all
to be all
Kyles,
white, right?
Did they all
all
have
bunch
enough?
it was all
no,
what
and in fact,
it
that
was
was somewhere in Russia that they
In
did that.
Russia?
what?
Kyle.
Was it
Was there
all a
Ivan?
enough?
bunch of
Oh,
Was
damn.
there enough
Ivan.
drywall over there for them to
Yeah.
punch a hole
yes, was
through?
there drywall and Monster Energy drink there?
Okay, all right, all right. I made up the Russia part because I really don't know.
Russia.
Sorry.
All right. I just wanted that in there, but
Yeah, yeah. Well, you threw it at me. I didn't even know I was going to be the spotlight of it.
well, because
Yeah,
you
you're
commented, I
Texas,
put you on the
Andy.
spot. I thought it was funny. All right, man. Let's start with Edwin on his Slash says Guns N' Roses are trying to make a new album.
I love this. You know why I love this? It actually makes me like Slash a bit more than I
I
normally.
love Slash.
Yeah, because at
I
least
hate Slash.
there's honesty there. Because look at the key word here, trying.
Trying. We're
You
trying
know,
our fucking best.
most artists just say whether, hey, we're recording a new album or, maybe sometime in the future, who knows. But no, Guns N' Roses are fucking trying. Because they're incapable, because they're a bunch of untalented hacks at this point.
Oh, not
Yeah.
Slash.
So he's being
Leave
honest. He's
Slash
like, we
alone.
try.
That's
I
true, it's
go,
true.
like, I don't know though. This is the question. The question is, does he mean like literally they're trying, like to get together and Slash does like kind of a half-ass solo and Axel's like, hey, and and it's just not really coming together? Or does he mean they're just simply like the logistics of it? Like their people are calling, like Slash's agent calls Axel's
Yeah, so
agent,
it is.
and they're just like they're just having problems
Got like
scheduling.
lawyers and shit.
It's like, oh, Axel can't do it then. He's he's getting some plastic surgery. He can't make it that day. How's your second month? No, Slash is doing some signing at Guitar World. He can't do it.
Slash is making real albums. There you go.
What about Duff?
Oh God.
Duff's got a meeting with at Starbucks with the people that the shareholders there.
Yeah.
He can't do it.
Bunch of fucking rich fucking assholes that are not. They're so far removed from.
How's
the
your
Appetite guys.
2025 August the 25th / like I'll have to get back to you. Maybe that might work.
Yep, that's exactly what it is, man. It's just a bunch of. These are not the same guys that made Appetite. I mean, I know that like people grow up and whatnot, but like these are not the same guys from Appetite. These are a bunch of rich guys who are like shopping on Beverly Hills with their little purse dogs.
Yeah.
Paying alimony and all this and that, and getting sushi and plastic surgery. These are not the same guys. These guys are not hard anymore. These guys are about.
The only reason why Slash is doing it because he's paying alimony, so that's a good one right there. Because he loves Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators way more than fucking Guns N' Roses.
Let's face it. I mean, when we say these
Guns
guys,
N' Roses
it's true to a degree.
Bills,
it's true to a degree. But
Yeah.
listen, it's Axel. Axel's the guy Eric's describing. Axel's the problem. Axel's always been the problem. He's been the problem since 1991. So Axel's the problem. He's the
Tesla forever.
Yeah, I mean, Slash. Yeah, Slash. He's down with. He loves playing guitar. He plays guitar all the time. He's always popping up and doing shit. Yeah, and Duff's down for it. It's fucking. And Izzy, if they actually treated him like an actual equal partner who actually founded the band and wrote all their biggest hits, if they actually wanted to treat him with respect and pay him what he wanted, which was just an equal amount, he'd be down for it as well. But it's Axel. Axel's the fucking problem.
Yeah, because Slash and Duff aren't even making equal amounts. They're just hired guys now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not even band members of Guns N' Roses. They're just hired.
Yes, Slash leave Guns N' Roses and just keep working with Miles. I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
and
Guns N' Roses
your
paying the bills.
And his new
Slash gets paid so much for playing with Guns. Like that's the thing. Slash and Duff get paid so much.
Yeah.
To just be on a stage with Axel than they would in their own side projects.
Well, Duff
and Izzy would too,
sucks,
but Izzy just has a certain level of integrity, and obviously, you see, everyone has a different standard of fuck you money. Obviously, and I think it's because Izzy grew up in Indiana, so he has a standard of fuck you money. So to him, like it's more than enough money that he can say, "Well, fuck you" on principle. Whereas Duff and Slash, they just because I guess they're just they have a higher standard of living, baby. That they're like, no, we'll take it, we'll take that, So and it's also not as personal. Izzy came up with Axel. They were buddies from Indiana, so obviously. It's gonna mean. I mean, to Slash and Duff, they were both like, okay, Axel's some weird asshole that we met in the mid '80s and formed Guns N' Roses with. We always thought he was an asshole. It's different. It's more personal with Izzy. So that's another reason why I think Izzy's not part of it. That he was willing to have the money he has and live in California still, but outside of LA, and just tell them to fuck off. But yeah, it's Axel. Axel's fucking crazy, and he's up his own ass, and he did like one mediocre album in like 20 years, and they're still like digging up the demos, like the songs that didn't make the cut. Like the new Guns N' Roses songs, everyone knows they're just Chinese Democracy songs that didn't make the cut.
I like Chinese Democracy, though.
They're horrible songs.
I know. I think Chinese Democracy is half horrible, so I can only imagine this. I could only imagine how bad the songs were that didn't make the cut, but then I actually heard them and I didn't have to imagine it.
The general.
Like, wow, they are as bad as I imagined.
And if this is going to lead to a new album sound like that, no thank you.
Yeah, no one wants it. Like no one wanted Chinese democracy. That's why Axel fucking puffing up his chest and this is Guns N' Roses and it's all about this and the new band and Chinese democracy. It was like I don't know, was it like 6 months? It was within like 6 months of Chinese democracy not being hailed as the greatest album ever, like which Axel thought it was in his fucking delusional mind. Suddenly, he's having his people calling up Slash and Duff, and they're talking a reunion after being a cunt about it for like 15 years, only because his fucking opus was like met with a big giant shrug by most people. Like whatever. I guess there's a couple good songs on it, But that's fuck that guy.
But the songs,
He destroyed Guns N' Roses.
yeah, he really did, because the songs on Chinese democracy are so forgettable. I mean, they don't get all.
I like Chinese democracy.
I like
solo
Chinese
Axl
democracy.
album.
Madagascar, man. Fuck.
That song is so horrible. That's like the worst song on the album.
I love Better. Better's a
Better's a good
great
song.
song.
I like Sorry. I think it's a
I
really
love
good song.
Sorry, yeah.
Sorry's that's my favorite song on the album. Sorry, and Better's good.
If the World is good, that sounds like a James Bond. That sounds like some James
Bond. Would be a
Bond
good
shit.
solo Axl song for a James Bond movie. Like, yeah.
I like
Certainly
Shackler's
not Guns N'
Revenge.
Roses.
I like Shackler's Revenge too.
There
I'll
were
take
early
Chinese-
demos
I'll take-
that sounded better. I liked the early demos of back when they called it the Blues, Street of Dreams. I like that original demo better. And what's the other one? Catcher in the Rye. That original demo of Brian May, so much better than that shitty abortion they put on the album. And it's like so disrespectful. That's another thing. It's like you had fucking Brian May, and you're like a big Queen fan, and you actually took him off and put in like your latest dickhead that was playing guitar for you that month. Like, what's fucking wrong with this guy?
I will say though, I like, and this is a controversial take. I think it's just because I'm not a Guns N' Roses guy. I think Chinese Democracy is better than any GNR album besides Appetite. Appetite's number one. And
I
Ralph
disagree
thinks-
with
like
that
any-
because
I
I
really
can
don't like-
make Use Your Illusions 1 and 2 a great album.
No, I hate the Illusion albums.
I don't agree with that,
overblown
but I
pieces
can
of
understand.
shit.
I like the Use Your Illusions better, but
Yeah, a lot better.
I'm
Me
with
too.
Eric.
yeah. But
Really?
but I'm not like freaked out by that sentiment. Although I still think Chinese Democracy is not Guns N' Roses album. That is a solo Axl album.
Yeah,
I mean,
not
Axl's
really-
the only
yeah.
member of the band.
I'll give it better than Lies, because Lies was just a lazy ass.
Wait,
whatever.
but Lies has it's just essentially two EPs, but they're two.
Yeah, but one
I like,
is full of the live side, which is a lot of covers, and then the other side, you get Crazy again. You're
Well,
crazy.
yeah, a lot of stuff. But that was just kind of a rush, like, hey, there's something to fill the gap between albums. I don't think they think it was a real album.
But man, what a bad thing to pull out after Appetite for Destruction. I think. I mean, they really could have really hit while the iron was hot. Instead,
They waited long. But the Use Your Illusion albums took so long. But you got people don't forget those when Use Your Illusions dropped.
they were huge.
Those albums were big. Yeah, they were.
Yeah,
Huge.
I was their first day buyer on both of them.
I was too. I went to them all. I got both of them.
Went to Tower Records
My
in
allowance
West
money.
Covina.
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, it was a fun time.
Yeah, and I still listen to the Use Your Illusion albums. On a regular
Coma
basis.
is my favorite all-time song.
Oh god, I hate that goddamn
I love
song.
Coma.
Use Your Illusion 2 is my personal favorite Guns N' Roses.
Eric, if you get stoned and listen to Coma fucking really fucking high, that song is a fucking trip.
Mark, if I get stoned, I want to listen to good music.
Hey, Pink Floyd, that's how I learned how Dark Side of the Moon, that Roger Waters hired actors to talk behind the music. And I was going, oh shit, I hear voices. Like fucking the
You
first time I
needed
got
drugs to hear those?
I didn't hear those when I was sober. Now
Really?
I hear them when I'm sober. But it took me smoking weed to fucking focus. And I heard that shit and I was like, whoa. I was like out of it. My friend was snapping my fingers. Dude, what are you doing?
Hey, Mark, did you ever get really, really high and listen to the bass on the Rolling Stones' Painted Black?
Oh, yeah.
That will fuck you up.
Oh,
Love it fucks you up more than that bass.
Whole lot of love when it fucking does on Led Zeppelin. That trips the fuck out of me, dude. When it's just going.
You know what, man? Every time I hear a whole lot of love, you hear the guitar riff. The moment the bass hits, that's some of the sexiest shit ever.
Bass, I always found that, the bass always like hits me when I'm like high.
When I listen to a whole lot of love. Something about a whole lot of love though. It's like and you hear the guitar and you hear boom, 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 and you hear the bass. It's like, oh, fuck.
Oh, how many more times is a great song to listen to? Really,
I don't like that one. I'm not a big Led Zeppelin 1 fan though.
Oh, how many?
I don't like the blues. I don't like blues. I just don't like the blues. That's why. A lot of blues.
It's only like blues. Half blues.
It's half
the You do like your time's gotta come. Your time's gotta come.
Oh,
nah, I don't like that.
That whole album, fucking.
That's like the ultimate divorce song, man.
Every song on that album smokes.
Let me bring this back in since Jerry isn't here. Let's get to what we're doing tonight, man.
Oh, wait, I didn't give my thoughts on Guns.
Oh, give your thoughts, man. Sorry.
I really don't give a shit what Slash has to say. Have you heard the name of his recent solo album, Orgies from something or other?
I don't know. Slash has like 20 has like 50 fucking solo
albums. I can't keep up.
Mark, you know this. Mark, you know this shit. What's
the blues album he just made?
The latest one. What's the latest one called?
What, the blues album where he has like Brian Johnson and all these different singers on it?
What's it called? Orgy or something?
I don't know. It's not 50 songs.
It's like I just don't care.
You didn't like Slash with Miles Kennedy?
I love Slash with Miles Kennedy, but I just don't. I'm just like, need a little break, you know?
That Slash solo album he did with all those different singers, so like Alice Cooper and Ian Astbury was really good. That was a great Ozzy. That was a great fucking album. You know, that's better than anything Guns N' Roses has done since Appetite. That Slash solo album.
I didn't like the last Slash and the Conspirators album.
I love that. I saw that tour, dude. They were really good.
Oh, you're talking about Orgy of the Damned.
Oh, my point rests. That album title sounds very stupid.
Have you heard any of the songs off of it?
No, and I wish not to.
It's really good. He's got Brian Johnson of ACDC.
Slash is fucking overrated as fuck.
I totally concur with that. I mean, he had his moments when he's in Guns N' Roses.
Paul Rogers is on there, right?
Yeah, and Chris Robinson's
on there too, dude. It's like all blues, man.
Oh yeah, these are all covers.
Yeah, they're all covers. It's just a blues album.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're all covers.
Yeah, I like what I've heard from it.
Key to the Highway with Dorothy. Interesting.
I love Dorothy.
Iggy Pop is on here too. I might have to check that out.
All right, so let's get to the main topic tonight. What is it, Eric?
Main topic is our top 11 coming-of-age movies, and Back to the Future does not count as a coming-of-age movie.
Have a debate about that.
Yeah, we got to talk about that, Eric. I don't know why not.
Please do.
Listen, you know what? I'm gonna say something right now. Okay, I'm gonna explain my list versus Eric's list. Eric probably is right in the purest sense. I have a feeling Eric's list is going to be the most legit. He is going to have just straight up coming, of age films. The thing is, he's a bigger fan of the genre than me, so I had to cheat a little bit. So I had to take things that had like a subplot that was kind of like a coming of age, not the whole movie, but a subplot. And I bet you your list, it's all coming of age movies. Whereas my list is like half coming of age movies and some coming of age elements or subplots or themes. So I think you're right. Like if you were saying Back to the Future is a coming of age movie, I agree. It's not a coming of age movie, but there's a coming of age subplot.
Yeah, there's elements.
Yeah, and I had so little to grab that I had to grab some of this shit. So what the fuck? Where's Mark going now?
Hey, what the fuck? He's like the main star on this goddamn show.
But let's take this. Eric, do you have more to say about why you selected this?
Just like I said, I was on a kick where I was watching all these like kind of coming of age movies. Started Days Confused. And I was watching a couple more, and I was like, God damn, like coming of age. There's a lot of great coming of age movies. I'm like,
There really
do the
is.
countdown. There is so many, and there's like I said earlier, it's like you watch them when you're young and you enjoy them because it's what you're going through, and then you get older, they're even better to watch because they remind you of that time in your life, that that fun time in your life when you were young.
Well, it's
So, yeah,
it's like when I grew up in the 80s, these are all the movies I was seeing on HBO, and all this shit is all these
watching
coming of age movies.
Skinamax.
Yeah, I never had Skinamax. I didn't but I always wanted to see Lust in the Dust because that's the movie everybody told me to watch. I never watched it. But
Lust in the
they
Dust.
said that was always on at midnight on Cinemax. Lust in the Dusk or something. But keep going, man. Where are we at? I'm sorry, I had to take
we were just explaining. I was telling Eric too that
Yeah, we're kind of trying to carry on.
Yeah, thank you guys.
His list is probably more legit, and it's probably like in terms of the genre, like his films are going to be all coming of age films. Whereas I'm short of a few films, and I have a feeling there'll be like one or two that we both have on the list. But short of a few films, I'm not a huge fan of that genre. There's a few that I love that are legit coming of age films, but for the most part, like I don't like films with children in them. So right there, that takes out a big part of coming of age films. I don't like films with preteens in them too. There's only one film here that has a subplot involving a child that's a coming of age subplot. And so that kind of leaves me with older teens, and I even went as far as like young, like college age adults, if they went through a situation that changed them and matured them. Because I still think that falls under the idea of a coming of age. Like you could be like, yeah, you could be like college age, you could be like 20 or 21 and maybe go through an experience.
Told me I couldn't use college people either.
I did. Oh, I totally disagree with that. You could totally use
Mark,
college.
why don't you tell Mark, why don't you tell everyone the rules that I tell you?
I just said I couldn't do
You're
Back
supposed to like
to the Future.
inform everyone in the group.
Because there's a lot of movies that fucking had to cut out because of those.
No, I definitely think that if you're like 20 or 21 and you have a certain mindset and think, and then something comes in your life and there's some mentor or something changes how you're going to be when you grow up, that can count as coming of age.
I don't know about 21. That's too old.
I don't know. I mean, if you're immature,
no, that one doesn't count.
You're just hanging out with your boys, and then something happens, and you totally change the trajectory of your life. I think you're wrong now. Now I'm challenging Eric. I think you're thinking it just means you're young. Coming of age means you go through some journey where you learn something about.
He's a screenwriter,
and you change. You change your
Animal House doesn't count, Mark. Animal House doesn't count. Great movie does not count.
I didn't put it on there because you told me it didn't count.
Anything. You got to learn some shit. Something like I would say probably the quintessential coming of age movie. I did not put on this list, but something like Stand By Me. Like it's a bunch of kids. They find a dead body. It makes them like kind of comprehend mortality, and when now they're all a little bit older afterwards. Like something matures them. You could say Stephen King's It is like a coming to age story. Like something changes the kid or the young person or young adult. I go even as far to say that changes them and who they're going to be as an adult because of this shit that went down in their youth. That's how I would interpret a coming of age story.
Okay. Well, all my movies have stupid teenagers, so.
Yeah, I mean, but that's not coming of age. That's just teen movies. Like, are we saying teen movies?
Well, they learn stuff.
They learn some shit.
They got to learn shit. If they don't learn shit, I would have had more teen films.
There's a lot more movies I could have put on here, but Eric fucking gave me fucking hard ass rules.
Well, they learn about,
and you didn't share the rules with the guest.
Yes,
generally speaking, I will say, generally speaking, coming of age stories do tend to be children or teens because that's usually when you're young and naive and you learn something. But because I don't like a lot of movies with children and young teens, I had to cheat a little bit by including young adults that learn shit. But I didn't get like past like 21, but I got like college age young people that
you don't have like
introduced to certain hard realities that change who they're going to be as an older adult. So, but I admittedly cheated a little bit just so I could have some more movies because I wanted to pick movies I really loved. for this list.
Oh, I did all pick. I picked movies I really love too. So.
Oh yeah, me too.
So there
all these
movies. You guys want to start this? Anything else on this?
Nah, man. I think we're ready.
All right, man. So I'm gonna start with. I'll give Jerry first. He didn't put these in any particular order, so I'm gonna go from bottom to top. And he has a little quote with each of his movies. Jerry, did you like an estrogen? What's going on with you, man? But Mean Girls is
great. That's a fucking great movie, Mark.
I'm just fucking with it.
Wait a minute. I love Mean Girls. Here, I'm gonna show you something. I'll be just keep going.
All right, no, I'm just fucking with him because he drinks White Claws. So there's plenty of other movies he could have put before that movie, in my opinion. But he says the quote, "Fuck you all if you don't like it."
So, I have Mean Girls coffee creamer.
So he
I literally have Mean Girls coffee creamer.
He knows the remake.
He already knows. He
already knows the original.
It's the original. All right.
He already knew I was going to make fun of him on that. That's why he said, "Fuck you all if you don't like it." So that's a
decent movie. Lindsay Lohan was hot.
Yeah, she was.
I was more of a Lacey Chabert guy. But
I liked her in that one movie. Not another. What was that movie she was in? Not another teen movie.
No, she wasn't in that.
She was not in that.
She was in that movie. She was like the hot. She was acting like she was Jennifer Love Hewitt in that movie. Not another teen movie. No, she was in there.
I'm telling you, that wasn't her. Okay. I know who you're talking about.
All right. So Edwin, what's your number 11?
Again, like I said, my list is gonna be different because I was looking more at the word, like the phrase coming of age, and like I said, so mine's not just simply a teen list. That's fine if other people did that. But mine was looking at this idea that there's some kind of journey and a younger person learns something and changes as a result. It's perfect that this is the first one I picked because this is the one we've been talking about. I picked Mark's favorite movie of all time, Back to the Future. Now, it's a teen movie, so according to Eric, it should just count because it's a teen movie.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But I will furthermore, it should count because maybe Marty doesn't really change that much, but there's a very strong and important subplot. Change. A little bit. He does a little bit.
He gets over the chicken.
Well, that's three. That's if you count the whole trilogy.
That's one big movie. It's not one movie.
I'll say this. Calm the fuck down here, man.
If you count the trilogy, it counts as a big coming of age trilogy for Marty. For Marty. But if you're just talking about the first movie, George McFly. George McFly, because of his son mentoring him, changes. He goes from being a nerdy loser guy you can't get with a girl, and that's a big thing for coming of age movies. Right. That the young nerdy guy learns and gets laid for the first time, and he learns how to be a man. He learns how to stand up for himself. George punches out Biff, and he gets the girl, and he changes, and it literally changes the path of his future. Like you actually, unlike other coming of age movies, you actually see the result. Yeah. You see that George McFly changed, and as a result, he has a more awesome life now. And I thought it was a strong enough plot line of the movie that, and I was kind of grasping for shit, that I thought, yeah, fuck it, I love Back to the Future. And I think the George McFly subplot is a coming of age story in that movie. So that's why I went Back to the Future.
Yeah, because even his house is nicer. Even his kids are more accomplished.
Yeah, everything. He changed. You see it at that moment when he punches Biff and he's like, "May I have this dance?" Like he is now a man. He goes from being a nerdy boy to a fucking man. And to me, that's the heart. That's the heart of a coming of age story. Is that you see the young person change into the person they're going to be, and you have that in a very pronounced way with George McFly's character arc in Back to the Future.
Andy Lacey Chabert was in Not Another Teen Movie. Thank you.
What?
Mark knows.
All right.
I own the movie. I watch it. I know she's in there.
How many times you watched that goddamn movie?
That movie's hilarious. With the bush, he's shaving with a fucking.
Okay. It's no big deal. You were right.
All right. What's your number 11, Andy?
My number 11, I am going to go with the original one, the first one, American Pie. I loved that movie. I still do. It's hilarious. It's a it's a true coming of age movie with these guys that want to get laid before they graduate. Isn't that the subplot of like almost every teen movie or every coming of age is try to get laid before graduation? So I went with American Pie. It's funny. All four guys go have different relationships with their girlfriends, and right there also shows how different relationships happen between boyfriend and girlfriend at a young age.
All right,
I was never a
Travis,
big fan of that one.
number 11.
All
Man.
It's
right.
definitely a coming of age film, though.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
So my number 10, a lot of people might get shocked for this being low on the
Wait a
list.
minute, Travis. It's got to be a number
11.
11. Did you know it was 11?
Oh, my top. I mean, I'm 11. I already have 11 movies on here, so
11.
my bad. But number 11, a lot of people might have this higher on their list. I do love this movie. I love all of these 11 movies on my list, but it has to fall somewhere. And number 11 is Dazed and Confused.
Right on.
I enjoy that. All right, all right. I love this movie. I do. Is it better? Is it the best coming of age movie? I don't think so. I think there's other movies on my list that I think are a lot better. I love the music. I love the time. I love the 1970s. I think they capture it pretty well.
They
I
really
love
do.
the acting in it, and I don't have much to say. I think it's a great movie. I just don't think it's as great as other coming of age movies.
Nice.
All right,
Yeah.
Eric.
I really like the way
All
that
right.
they use
Okay.
the cars, the clothes, the scenery, just everything really made it feel like it was, 76. It really did make it feel that way.
I thought,
Yeah.
oh yeah, it was 76.
Eric.
All right. Like I said, this is a tough ass fucking list to make. But this one I included on the list, and I even knocked off one that's like huge, like that I love, and it's like very popular. But I knew people are probably gonna have that movie on their list, and I want to bring recognition to a movie that I watched recently that I think is amazing. I hadn't seen it in so long. It's very underrated. I'm going with the Legend of Billie Jean. I think that's a
Oh,
great fucking movie. It's very underrated. I remember seeing it all the time on like I Love the A's on VH1 Classic. They'd
I
talk
love the
about it.
song, man.
Great song by Pat
Invincible.
Benatar,
Yeah.
Invincible. The great use of Rebel Yell by Billy Idol.
It's a good movie. I haven't seen it in years, but I did
Yeah,
love it.
it was one of those ones I hadn't seen in a while, and I watched it recently on a whim, and I'm like, fuck, this one has to go on my
Hey,
list.
Bart Simpson is in that movie.
No, it's Lisa Simpson.
No.
Lisa.
Oh, yeah, Lisa Simpson.
It's
No, she
Lisa
does
Simpson.
Bart. Yardley Smith does Bart.
No, she does Lisa
Nancy
Simpson.
Oh, yeah.
Cartwright.
Oh,
Yeah,
Cartwright does. Yeah, my bad.
yeah. But no,
But
it's a great movie. Definitely a great movie in the fact that like when you're young, you're that age, or you're a teenager, you're getting into trouble, but also too like a lot of adults never really believe you, and the whole fair is fair thing, and you really feel for these kids because we've all been there when we were teenagers, where we did things wrong, but also too there's things where we were wronged, and no one ever seems to listen to us, and sometimes like shit gets out of control to prove you're right. I think it's a great movie with a great message, and it's a fun one, man. It's one that not a lot of people remember, and I feel more people need to watch it.
I just have a story about that movie. I really remember it because it was filmed in my hometown of Corpus Christi,
Oh,
Texas.
sweet.
So it was a big news when they were filming it because it was filmed on location. So like the running through the mall, I was at the mall every weekend, so I know the elevators and the fountains and all that, and the car chase when the guy was trying to shoot the wheels off, they went right by my uncle's street.
Oh,
So
sweet.
I thought it was really cool, and I went to the premiere of the movie. It was huge. Like the news cameras were there, and they were interviewing people, and he said, I just want to hear from someone who did not like the movie. So I raised my hand. He goes, oh, here's a young kid. What did you not like about the movie? I said, I just want to be on TV. He said, get out of here, kid.
And that's funny because Back to the Future was filmed at my mall. And I saw that movie at that mall, AMC 6 in the Point Hills Mall. So
they lived in the outskirts where the mobile homes were. And that was a real mobile home, and that was like in the outskirts of Corpus, which we weren't allowed to go to. But you know, it was kind of white trashy. That's why we weren't allowed to go to that area. So that's a very special movie for me. And I cannot believe that I did not put it down. And brother and sister of the Slaters.
No, they weren't brother and sister. They weren't.
I thought for years that they were, but they weren't.
I think everyone did. Yeah. And just for the record, oh my gosh. So she has, I wish my white Converse were as dirty as hers are in that. I hate when I see people with like the white Converse that are so dirty and beat up, and mine are still like look brand new, and it pisses me off. Like, how the fuck I just want to get them that dirty, goddammit.
And that house that they broke into with the rich kid, I forgot his name. That house actually does exist.
Arnie from Christine.
Yeah, exactly. And also from Back to School. He was on Back to School as well. But that house does exist. I know exactly where it is. I know exactly the corner. And I remember them having to do a lot of reconstruction to it afterwards. So yeah, it's a very special movie, and I can't believe I didn't put it down. But that's awesome that you said it.
I have to rewatch that. I haven't seen that since I was like a kid.
It's a good movie.
I love it.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so then I get to my number 11. This movie really isn't about getting laid. It's about not getting your ass kicked and trying to get out of school so you don't get your fucking ass kicked. The whole fucking movie, you feel this guy's pain, especially if you were bullied in high school. Fucking 3 O'Clock High. Yeah. Fucking Casey Shimazzo. Fucking, he was in Back to the Future, but the guy never broke big. He was in small character roles and stuff. I love the fucking
he was in Young Guns.
Young Guns, yeah. But he wasn't like never the main character. I think this is the only movie he was the main character, and he pulled it off well because I felt his stress. I felt him trying to get out, and the fucking guy cuts his battery cables, cuts his shit. And then he fucking says, fuck it, I'm going to stand up to the bully. And he fucking prevails. I fucking love that. It's like, fuck yeah, if he could do that, I'm going to fuck somebody up. I think I got snapped by a towel at the pool, PE. I fucking socked the guy, and he went into the pool, did the nesty plunge. I think it's because of that movie. I said, fuck it, I'm going to stand up to this fucking asshole. I didn't get caught either because nobody saw it except me. But 3 O'Clock High is my number 11.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, so then we get to Jerry's number 10. He picked Grease, and his quote is, "The chicks will cream." So I'm playing the part of Jerry this week. Last week, I played the part of Andy. So we get your number 10, Edwin.
Okay, this is going to be one of the more controversial ones. All right. But again, I'm going by the idea that a young person goes through a transformative experience and is in a different place at the end of the movie. Now, again, it's a subplot like the last one, but it's a very strong subplot that plays into the climax of the movie. And this is Friday the 13th, Part 4, the final chapter. Now,
shit.
Tommy Jarvis. Corey Feldman plays Tommy Jarvis, and he's this innocent little boy that likes playing, making monster masks. But then he learns through this experience, and there are teenagers having sex around him, so that's kind of coming of age too. And Crispin Glover is back in there. But he learns that in the real world, there are real monsters. And at the end, he has to stand up like a man, shaves his head, comes down. He's got fuck up Jason and kill Jason. That's some heavy shit. And he's forever fucked at the end. You see it. And it changes him as a man. He'll be different now. And we know from Friday the 13th, Part 5 and 6 that depending on which kind of trajectory you prefer, he goes into a different direction. He's never going to be the same again after that experience. So because of that, again, not all coming of age experiences have to be about getting laid. Sometimes they're about how you have to shave your head and kill a fucking slasher killer, and you're never the same again. So that's why I'm going with Friday the 13th Part 4, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
God
Well,
damn,
3 o'clock
that's a good
high
movie.
wasn't about getting laid. It's about not getting your ass
Not
kicked.
every movie's about getting laid, but yeah.
Yeah.
All my
Although
movies
people
are.
are getting laid around him. Yeah, the kid,
Yeah.
people fucking left and right. But the coming of age story is his story. That's Tommy's story. I think it's a great coming of age story, and I think arguably the strongest Friday the 13th. I kind of have a soft spot for 3 in 3D, but 4 is like right on its ass. 4 is great.
Yeah,
5's
but
great too. I love 3, 4, and 5 are probably my. Well, 2's good too. I like all Friday 13th movies. Kick ass. I like them all until after, like, I guess 7 is when they start going down.
Oh, 7
I
and
like
everything else.
Jason X. Cheesy as fuck. That's why I like the Leprechaun in space too. So
Oh my God, I rented that
Once
from
something's in space,
Blockbuster.
it sucks. Unless it's
Dude,
already
yeah.
started in space, like Star
I
Wars,
like bad movies.
but
They're
if
funny.
something
They make me laugh.
space and then it becomes in space, it sucks.
I know, but it's so bad. I want to watch. I'm just weird like that.
Yeah.
I like watching bad movies, except
But
Twilight.
Eric,
That's too
do you
bad for me.
object with my my loose definition of a coming of age film?
I'll allow it just because that movie fucking rules.
Yeah,
You didn't know me, but from when the way everything you explained to me, I'll like allow certain shit. And Mark did explain
if I
the rule.
explain it well,
Yeah, and Mark did explain the rules to everyone. So you know what? I'm just allowing it just because.
yeah, he just said coming of age.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he dropped the ball. Mark didn't explain the
I
rules.
just asked for myself. I'm sorry. But
Hey, you're in charge
you
of
know
this
why?
fucking thing.
Because I wanted one of these guys to pick Back to the Future. So
You're steering this ship, Mark. You're the one steering this ship.
yeah, I did because Back to the Future got mentioned already. So there you go.
It worked.
It worked.
Mark's ruse worked.
My ruse worked. But Andy, what's your
Right.
number 10, man?
Well, I just wanted to say that is a perfect coming of age because Part 5 and Part 6 follow Tommy into him being in the psych ward and him escaping the psych ward and him trying to prove that they're still adjacent and nobody believing him until they all die. But yes, that was a very good coming of
Until
we
age.
all die.
There you go.
Because they have a plot to them, with Tommy being that main character throughout his teen years to his young adulthood, and then on to 6, and then 7. I don't know who that girl was. How was she related to Tommy?
There was no connection to Tommy. That's where they jumped the shark. There was the Tommy trilogy, and then they jumped the shark.
Yeah, and then the psychiatrist was there, and the psychiatrist was Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's. He was that girl psychiatrist.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. I liked Part 7 too. That's why I'm talking about it.
All
right. My number 10. We've already talked about this, and Mark taught me that Lacey was in this movie, and I apologize, but not another teen movie. I love that movie. I think it's hilarious from beginning to end, to the very first part where she's playing with a vibrator and it's her birthday and everybody comes in, a priest walks in and the thing flops in the air and lands on the cake and there's cake. I just love that movie. It's so great from beginning to end. I think it's hilarious.
Hey, JD's got a gun.
Oh God, I remember that scene.
Sing a song with her name in it. Sing a song with her name in it. I didn't pick that movie, but that's a fucking funny movie. I didn't think of that, man. That's a great movie.
It really is. It's like almost every scene is funny. When they put the little Rudy kid in to play football. And
Randy Quaid is the drunk dad.
Yeah,
that guy is amazing.
And that's like one of the greatest songs ever sang in a movie, with all the characters singing about themselves, and it's just great. And I do own that on DVD, but I don't have a DVD player.
Chris Evans was his first movie,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
Chris Evans, fucking Captain America, man. He was hilarious in there, man.
That's the only movie I've ever seen Chris Evans in.
You don't like Captain America?
Ah, dude, I don't like that shit. I really don't.
Yeah, good
Hey,
for you.
Andy, you might like the first Captain America movie. It's really
Yeah,
good
probably won't.
Shitty.
because it's a lot of history in
Don't,
there.
Andy. It's not real
Yeah,
history. That's all made up, Mark. There's no fucking.
Fuck up. It's got World
Not real.
War II history in there.
Yeah, fucking
It's
Marvel.
got the
Disney
USO. Come on, man. Stanley
no,
rules.
Mark, I'm just not a big
Hey, I haven't liked Marvel since Endgame and Ant-Man. They
I
they,
don't even know what
they
that
went
is.
off. Yeah, they went off.
Nerd shit.
Nerd shit.
But I'm
Let's
looking.
move on, Mark.
I
Goddamn it,
am
let's
looking.
move
I am
on.
looking forward to Secret Wars though. But Travis,
Yeah, goddamn, Mark. Some of us got to work tomorrow.
hey, I'm going.
It's me.
All right. Oh, this was definitely a certified coming of age movie. Terry Griffith is about to go where no woman has gone before. Just one of the guys. I love that
asshole.
movie.
Oh,
I like that.
That's
I
a
like
very
that shit.
underrated.
That might
that's a
be
very,
coming up on my list.
That's a very underrated coming of age movie. I love
Oh yeah,
that.
that is a classic, underground classic right there.
It's great.
Really
When
weird
she falls
that guy
in the
was
pool.
affected with James Brown, but hey.
That,
It's a
that
great
I
film.
love that. Yeah, when he talks about the James Brown, it's great.
Yeah.
I well, I'm not going to talk about it because it might be higher on my
And
list.
and you got Johnny the badass from Karate Kid in the movie too. That's pretty rad.
He's the '80s bad guy.
You got
He's the
Cheryl
best
and
thing.
Well, he
Finn
was the
from
good
Run
guy
Up.
in Karate Kid. He was
Oh
the
yeah,
good guy
yeah.
in Karate
He's the
Kid.
good. He is the
get
good
that.
guy in Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Yes. And you got Cheryl and Finn.
Always starting
Johnny Bogan's like, good, you guys rule. No, right. There you go.
I love you,
All right.
Johnny Bo.
All right, Eric.
All right. I also got to do my mom's list. So her number 11 was Mystic Pizza, and her number 10 is On Golden Pond.
What?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of coming. There's the little kid in it.
Oh, but they're old people.
No, there's the little kid in the
there's
movie.
that
Oh
grandson.
yeah, I haven't. I think I watched it once.
That's a great movie.
And
But yeah, my number 10 is a movie that helped me a lot when I was going through my shitty like first marriage and going through my divorce. It's a great movie. A lot of people may say it's offensive nowadays, but I think it's a great movie that can help you through a hard time. And I'm talking about none other than Better Off Dead.
Oh yeah,
asshole.
I
love that fucking movie. Yeah. It's a great movie. It's very wacky, very gonzo. There's parts of it that are almost like a live action cartoon, like Looney Tunes or some shit. But it's a great movie. I think ultimately it does have a great message. You know, a lot of people may say it's offensive, like, oh, you can't make fun of suicide, you know, but, you know, sometimes that's the best way to get through something, to get through a hard time or dark time in your life is a movie like that pokes fun at some of those things, but also shows you that, hey, life can get better, you know, face your fears, you can get through fucking situations in life, and you can have a happier ending. So I think that's a great movie. Diane Franklin's awesome in that movie. I think her character is fucking phenomenal.
All right, man.
Gee, Ricky, I'm really sorry your mom blew up.
I love that.
All right, so Eric,
I hate when people waste a perfectly good white boy.
Guess what, Eric?
More on that later.
My number 10 is the same one you just talked about. And I always wanted to know about the Paperboy. Why didn't they make a sequel about if he ever got his $2? I always wanted to know the ending to that story. That movie.
I still tell people all the time, like, dude, where's my $2?
Where's my $2?
Like, they're like, what the
one
fuck?
Scene where he's on the bike going down the fucking slope, and he's like, and the two Chinese guys doing like fucking
oh my god,
and they're going here Lane, the former champion. My god,
that
was amazing.
And that dude was the bad guy on Karate Kid 2.
He was.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Karate Kid 2 is better than Karate Kid 1.
They were in the Monday Night Football. They were in the Monday Night Football.
I like one, but I
jackets.
agree with that. Two's my favorite.
Oh yeah, right on.
Yeah.
They were in the Monday Night Football jackets, the two Chinese guys, and the one guy's talking like Howard, because here we go, Lane, former champion. Oh, God, that movie fucking rules. I own it on DVD. I want it on
I have it
4K.
on Blu-ray. I got
Every-
Blu-ray.
Because Lane said that they learned how to speak English by listening to Wide World of Sports.
I still want a movie on. I want a sequel on the Paperboy. I want to know what happened to him.
Yeah.
I remember that Paperboy. That was a pretty cool little game.
Oh, I like that game, Paperboy. I like the Back to the Future video game on Nintendo too.
That game
That was
sucks,
pretty cool.
Mark. That
That
game
was
I love
sucks.
there was a good there was
Rabbit.
I love
a
this.
movie-
You had to skateboard and shit and go around. That was fucking
Yeah.
pretty cool.
No, that
A
game was
movie-
horrible, Mark. So many flaws with that. Watch AVG. Mark.
and a movie I didn't have on my list, The Paper Brigade. That was almost going to be on there, but there were so many others
All right.
I like.
So then we get to Jerry's number 9. Can't Buy Me Love. And his line for that, something stinks in suburbia. That was with that one dude, that fucking dude who was in Patrick Dempsey.
Nick Cannon.
The remake with Nick Cannon, right? But yeah, Can't Buy Me Love is a great movie. That's a great picture. Awesome. I love that. I was fucking in love with that blonde chick in that movie. I was like, fucking. I know she died, right?
Yeah, she became a drug addict after that movie.
It's like Dano Plato, right? From Different Strokes, man.
Like that, yeah.
She was hot too, and I don't really like redheads, but I'm more into blondes and brunettes. But fucking, that movie is fucking good. I watched that movie so many times. And great pick, Jerry.
Great movie.
So then, Edwin, we get to your number 9.
Well, this one's not controversial. This is definitely a coming of age movie. One of the greats. It's George Lucas's second film, American Graffiti.
Ugh.
And I love American Graffiti. I mean, you could argue that the original Star Wars trilogy is kind of a coming of age story of Luke
Jesus,
Skywalker.
that's pushing it.
But
Luke Skywalker's story, yeah.
You could argue it's
Obi-Wan, I don't want to be a Jedi.
But I choose American Graffiti. It's more obviously a coming of age story. All the characters, they're young men, they're teenagers, they're on the verge of going someplace else. Especially Richard Dreyfuss, who's essentially a stand-in for George Lucas. It's a semi-autobiographical story. And he's going off to college, and he's going to be outgrowing his town. But all the other characters, you find out, too, they're going to, one goes to Vietnam, one stays there but gets married, has kids, one dies. And so they're all kind of on trajectories, these 4 storylines. And they're all going to go in different places. One night. I love movies that all take place in one night. Yeah. And I love the atmosphere. I still think it's his best directing job. Like, if you're just talking about Lucas as a director, in a lot of ways, Star Wars made George Lucas and destroyed him, I kind of think, in a way.
Oh, my God, did destroy him.
If you know what I mean. Like, because like when you see American Graffiti, you think he could have been like one of the great artistic directors. And I'm not like trashing Star Wars, and obviously it worked out for George Lucas, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like he could have been a different kind of filmmaker, especially if you look at his first 2 films, THX and American Graffiti. He was really versatile. Those 2 films couldn't have been more different. And I know Star Wars was kind of like him combining them, but American Graffiti, like, to me, it was like a perfect snapshot of the very early 60s. It's that thing we always talk about, Eric, about time periods kind of crossing over each other.
Yeah.
It's like when the 60s were still like the 50s.
Exactly.
And it's like, I just love the music, the soundtrack's great.
Suzanne Summers, the blonde and the T-Bird.
Harrison Ford.
Yep. And
I always love
Cindy Williams.
Yep. I always had a crush on Cindy Williams, who was in Laverne and Shirley. And as a little kid, she was one of my first crushes.
Isn't that weird that Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley came out of that movie?
Yeah, well, they did, essentially. Yeah, Happy Days. Almost like the early first season, anyway, when it was a little more serious with Richie, more of a coming-of-age sitcom before Fonzie took it over. It's kind of like essentially the American Graffiti TV show in a lot of ways. Yeah. And I think it's a great movie. It has great atmosphere. I love the soundtrack, and it just gives you that vibe. It really puts you there at that time period. And it has Boss hot rods, and just it's a great movie, and it's a perfect slice of time. And I still think it's George Lucas's greatest work as a filmmaker.
Such a good movie.
Yeah, I always love like kind of the whole thing with Suzanne Summers, the white girl in the T-Bird, and like the very end when he sees the car driving away, because all throughout the movie he's chasing her,
Yeah.
trying to find her, and it's like a symbol of like him leaving behind, what could have been as hometown to go start a new life. I always kind of thought that was pretty interesting. I never understood that until I got older and watched it. I'm like, oh, he's saying something with that. Lucas
Yeah.
saying something with that.
And then that last shot of him looking out of the airplane and
Yep,
seeing the town seems so,
leaving everything behind you.
and it goes into that great Beach Boys song at the end. It's a
Yeah.
full movie. So yeah.
And I'm also the relationship between Richard, well, not Richie, but a Ron Howard and
Yeah.
Cindy Williams, that they were they were together throughout high school, and now high school is over, and now he's contemplating about also leaving her behind as well and moving on without her. It's
It's an
just
ironic twist. Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
him and Richard Dreyfuss's character switch. Like he
yeah.
wants to stay home, but then he decides to go, and it works the other way around.
Yep.
He's just going to be that guy that now just stays in his town for the rest of his life, gets married,
And
has
it's
kids.
so cool that you had mentioned it, Edwin, that it all happened in one night, and all these plots that come together. It's one of the great movies, and
Yeah,
I
a lot of
did.
it, like all these movies, like Super Bad, like you could
Yeah,
tell, like took a lot from American Graffiti,
Yeah.
like that one crazy night when all this shit happens.
yeah,
Yep.
So
great stuff.
Andy, you're number 9.
Yeah, my number 9. I love this movie. Of course, it's on my list. I found the dry humor to be fantastic, and the characters, you just fell in love with these characters. I'm going to go with Napoleon Dynamite as my number 9. I think that is a fantastic movie. It was greatly written, and the thing is that it's so great when you see a movie with actors that you've never seen them before. Because I mean they were fresh to my eyes, so I kind of bought into it a little bit more than seeing an actor that you've seen before. So Napoleon Dynamite, a coming of age movie. I don't know if it's coming of age because they didn't learn a lesson, but they did learn a lesson in friendship that those three had a bond, even though they were all outsiders of their school. So Napoleon Dynamite is my number 9.
All right,
Nice.
you're number 9, Travis.
All right, my number 9 is Big.
Oh, great movie.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. It's a coming of age movie.
One of the
It counts. Yeah.
It's a
It
great
does.
one.
Yeah, it counts.
gets me in the feels, man, whenever I watch that movie.
Yeah, that's a really good movie.
I think it's one of
Love it.
Tom Hanks' very best. Just
I
a
like
great
Tom
movie.
Hanks. I like 80s Tom Hanks way better than later Tom Hanks.
And I
I
love
like the
Elizabeth. I
the
love Elizabeth
birds, dude.
Perkins is absolutely beautiful in that movie.
Oh, she is beautiful in that movie. You're so right.
What a smoke show.
Yeah.
Even though she has a
I
bad
know.
perm, I love her.
But did you see it on About last night?
No, I haven't seen that.
Rob Lowe, James Belushi, and her and Demi Moore. Great movie. Check it out. About last night.
About last night. All right. I just love Big.
Yeah.
It's just a classic movie. And it also has John Hurt from Home Alone and Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
He's the jealous guy in that movie. I think he's funny as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Robert Loggia.
I love Robert Loggia.
Yeah.
Like,
I even like the football movie he was in.
Eric, number 9.
All right,
With
number
Ken.
9. So my mom's number 9 is Teachers with Nick Nolte.
That's a good one. And
Yeah.
Carly Kidd.
Dark movie. Yeah.
that's
Laura Dern. Laura Dern. Yeah, but and
It's
then
great soundtrack too. I got it on vinyl.
I got on vinyl too.
And my number 9, I think this is a movie that no one is gonna have on their list. I may be wrong. It's a great movie that I have been watching since I was a little kid. And I remember I liked watching it because my mom had it, and it had two girls that I had a massive crush on as a little kid. And it's a great movie, and it's kind of like the girl version of Stand By Me. But I still like it. There's, even though it's girls, there's still some things that are like, whether you're a boy or a girl, you can relate to about life. And I'm talking about none other than Now and Then. It's a great fucking movie. Like I said, it's like the female equivalent of Stand By Me.
That's the girl from the Power Rangers, right?
No, that's Susie
Oh.
Q. That's Amy Jo Johnson.
Okay.
This one had it had Gabby Hoffman, Ashley Aston Moore,
Oh,
who
okay.
the two girls I had a big crush on, Thora Birch,
Rosie O'Donnell.
Christina Ricci, yeah,
Yeah,
Rosie
didn't
O'Donnell.
it correct me if I'm wrong, Eric? Didn't it try to explain, like, suggest that Christina Ricci was going to grow up to be Rosie
Yeah,
O'Donnell?
that's the only thing that's fucked up about that movie. There's no way
I
Christina Ricci grew up to be Rosie
like
O'Donnell.
Christina Ricci probably like it gave her an eating disorder after she watched.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah,
God, yes.
Yeah, look at her in that movie Black Snake Moan, man. That movie's cool though. Have you ever seen Black Snake Moan?
No.
Oh,
Oh
Her and
yeah,
Samuel L.
you
Jackson.
never saw that, Eric?
That movie's
Oh,
good,
you
man.
gotta
I've
watch
never
that
seen
movie.
that.
It's hot.
You gotta see
I
that
gotta see
movie,
that.
dude.
Sam Jackson makes Christina Ricci his not his sex slave, but just his slave.
Oh.
yeah.
It's
Yeah, I
sexy.
got
It's
on
hot.
mute.
But yeah,
You can just have it on mute, like in the background.
Yeah, there's a hole.
yeah, I
And
love Now and Then. It's a great
movie.
movie with some great music. It's got like great '60s soundtrack on there, and yeah, I love it. I feel if you've never seen Now and Then, even if you're a guy, check it out. It's a cool movie.
I wanted to tell you, Mark. I mean, not Mark, but Eric. Your mom's pick on Golden Pond. It was more than just the boy. It was Jane Fonda too, because she was kind of
But
even though she
she's an adult though in the movie,
older.
and not even college age.
Right. Oh, well, she was like in her 40s in the movie, but she was still a very immature person, leaving relationships and running back to daddy and just not knowing where her life was going. And I think Dabney Coleman was in that.
Yeah, and he
Wasn't
passed
Dabney
away this
Coleman?
week. He just
Yeah.
passed away.
Yep.
Yeah. And he too was from Corpus Christi.
Hmm.
Dabney Coleman.
I love Dabney Coleman. 9 to
R&B.
5. Fucking
Modern
great.
problems, yeah.
Yeah.
War Games.
War
I
games.
love war games. Yeah.
All right, so then I get to
All right,
my
Mark.
number 9. And I originally, but somebody started talking about sex and kids wanting to get laid, and it just reminded me, I go, fuck, I'm taking Corvette Summer off there with Mark Hamill, and I'm fucking replacing it with fucking Porky's.
Yep.
I fucking love that fucking movie. That was the first movie I think I saw titties in on HBO. Like it's glory holes. I go, what the fucking girl driving the guy's dick.
Yeah.
I'm like, and fucking one chick moaning. Why do they call her Lassie? Oh, you'll see.
Hey, that one chick is Kim Cattrall.
Yeah, I
Goddamn.
was about to say it, Eric. I was like, recognize that's Kim Cattrall. That's not.
I know, but she
That's
just
not a chick.
she like killed her career with me when she did Sex in the City. It's like I
Hey,
loved
she
her,
will always be
Lassie.
no. She will always be
Mannequin.
a female
She'll
protagonist of Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
She'll always be Gracie
And
Law.
mannequin too, man.
She is
Mannequin.
the woman. She is
Mannequin's
Gracie Law.
Don't worry, it's
Mannequin
just
was a
me
good
and
movie.
Gracie. I love how she walks in there and she's like, "Don't worry, it's just me, Gracie Law." She's walking into a room of people that know her. Like, why do you need to?
Hey, she was also a
Oh, she's a
Vulcan.
lawyer.
She was also a
the
Vulcan
perfect
in the
name for her.
Star Trek movie, so she gets credit for that, man.
Yeah, she was in. She
I
was in
like
Second
more. I like
Life.
more of her stuff than I don't. It's like Sex in the City just
She's also
scarred me.
mannequin. Come on,
Huh?
recognize. She's fucking mannequin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I know
recognize,
I own
motherfucker.
that movie. I own Big Trouble on Blu-ray. I love her. I have the Star
She's
Trek
recognized.
movie she's in too. I love her.
And
But
I'm not a fan of Sex in the City. But
yeah,
I'll tell you right now,
I
she
had
was
to
the best
watch
thing
it with the
about that
first
show.
wife all the
She
time.
was
It
the
was
best
cool.
part of
It
that
was-
show.
It was
Easily the
torture.
best thing about that show.
That show was torture watching that with her, and
Well, you're
made me
a
mad at
man.
Kim Cattrall.
Kim Cattrall was cool in the show. She played like the
Yeah,
ultimate.
but it
like,
was
good girl.
I
She
had to
was
watch
fun.
that one chick from Square Pegs, and I liked the other one better.
Oh, she's horrible. The other one, Sarah Jessica Parker.
No, the other one, the
Yeah.
brunette,
Oh, she was hot. I
Jamie
liked her.
Gertz. Jamie
Yeah.
Gertz, fucking hot, and
I was all
Jamie
right
Gertz
with the
is
brunette
hot.
and Cattrall. The other two, throw them in
Yeah.
the trash.
So mine was Porky's, and then we get to Jerry's number 8, Almost Famous, and his line from it, "I'm
Good
on
movie.
drugs."
I'm on
I like that
drugs.
Jerry's adding lines. I like that, Jerry.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I would have
Yeah,
put
rethink-
I would have said I'm a golden god. That's a better line from that movie.
Russell, you need to rethink those last words. I dig music, and I'm on drugs.
I'm on drugs.
That's a
All
great
right,
movie.
so we get to your number 8, Edwin.
Well, this is connected to a couple things. We talked about American Graffiti in the 50s, and we talked about John Carpenter, me and Eric. Yeah, I had to work in a John Carpenter movie somehow. So this is how I
Oh,
did it. Okay, hey, I think it counts. This might be debated, but I'm counting Christine.
I
Now,
will allow it because
hey,
That's a good
you
one.
should like that. But
Yeah.
it's not so much. I do think Dennis, who's kind of the
he
protagonist, kind
is.
of goes through a journey. But I'm going more because of Keith Gordon's character, Arnie Cunningham. Who says that them changing it as a person has to be for the better? Like that's one thing I'm going to challenge. Like generally, people think of a coming of age means they change for the better. But what if you change and you get older and darker and fucking crazy, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, who's to say that you're changing for the better? So, and
Yeah.
I think it's a masterful transformation. Think about who Arnie Cunningham is at the beginning. He's a nerd, and then he gets
Oh,
laid. That's very coming of age.
Yeah.
He gets the hot girl that everyone wants, and he gets the cool car, and he's like a totally different guy by the third act.
yeah.
And he changes as a person before, spoiler alert, he dies. But I think even Dennis and the other characters, they're transformed by this experience. And to me, it has a lot of elements that you would find in a coming of age story, but it just happens to be a horror movie about a haunted car, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
and it's great. It's one of my favorite. I would say, if you recall, this is my personal favorite Stephen King adaptation. As
Yes,
a,
it's the
Wow.
best Stephen King adaptation
Yeah.
ever.
this is why me and Eric have a podcast together.
He
Yeah. Fuck
rebels
yeah.
against his parents. He rebels against his parents after being
I like Silver Bullet.
Oh, oh,
But
come
it's
on.
not Chris. Dude, get the
It's not
fuck off.
Christie. One of my favorite lines is when Arnie Cunningham goes, "Fuck
Yeah.
you, I'm fixing Christine."
That's
To his
his
Yeah.
parents.
parents.
Yeah.
All
All right.
right.
So what's your
Andy's
number
next.
8, Andy?
My number 8, it was kind of mentioned, because this takes in place of one day, three three friends going out to find a party, get laid, go around town, and they go through all these different mishaps to finally go to the party they've been talking about. And I'm talking about Super Bad. I just
I
love
love
this
that
movie.
movie. I love that
That's
movie.
on my mention, so I don't have to mention it now.
So it's one of my favorite movies. I think that the three main characters are just hilarious, and they go through all those different mishaps, and the cop scenes were just great, you know. So Superbad is my number 8.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I got
Trevi,
this.
Patty.
All right, so my number 8. I'm pretty sure Edwin, you'll know about this movie. It's more of an independent film. It's probably the most probably the latest movie on my list. It's from 2016. I'm going with Moonlight. Anybody ever heard of that movie?
I
Moonlight?
know of it.
Yeah.
I never actually saw it. Didn't it win like an Oscar?
I believe it's yes,
I
he won
never
the
heard of
Academy Award for Best Picture along with Best Supporting Actor.
Oh wow.
It's a really good movie. It's very sad, but it's just a great film. It's kind of hard to watch on repeat because it's just so jarring of how dark it can get. But it's just a damn good film, and I love it.
I've never heard of
So,
it.
like,
Yeah, I never saw it, but I know of it, and I know it was a highly acclaimed film. But
I'm
yeah.
writing all these down that I've never heard of,
All right, Eric.
or ones that are
All
not on my
right.
list.
So number 8 on my mom's list is a really great movie called Reckless. That one's on her
That's with
list.
Daryl Hannah, right?
Yep, Daryl Hannah.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Good movie.
And then my number 8 is a movie me and Mark both really love. And it's kind of coming of age. It's a little bit more goofier, and but there is a lesson. The one character in the movie, kind of at the end, he learns a little bit more about himself, and he finally stands up to his best friend, who kind of messes with him a little bit. And it's just a wild, fun adventure. I'm talking about the Stoned Age.
Oh.
Fucking love that movie, man. It's a great one. It just reminds me of me and my punk, you and your punk ass friends, just trying to get laid, trying to get alcohol, trying to find the coolest party. It's a simple story, It's a fun movie. It's pretty wild and crazy. I like it, man. Stone Age fucking rules and so fucking underrated. Love it.
Oh, fuck. Well, I can't say anything now because I might talk about it later. I think it's
Right.
higher on my list.
All right, Mark, what's your number 7? And what's
My
Jerry's number 7?
Jerry's number. Well, I go. He go. No, Jerry.
Yeah, good number 8.
No, it's my turn now.
Right.
So then I go. My number 7 is, or number 8 is fucking The Lost Boys. Jamie Gertz is in there. You got Corey Haim, Corey Feldman. I think it's a fucking perfect movie. I love that director. Fucking, I can't remember.
Oh,
his
Joel
name.
Schumacher sucks as a director. That was like his one good movie.
No, but The Lost Boys. Well,
Batman and
I
Robin.
like Batman Forever with
That
Val
movie
Kilmer.
sucks.
I like that one.
Sucks.
I like that one though. I
You like
fucking like
you
that
like bat nipples.
fuck it. But fucking yeah, so I'm going for that. The Lost Boys, man. I love that
Cool
movie.
movie.
I watch it fucking at least twice a year. I fucking Jamie Gertz, man. Fucking what a hottie.
Star.
Fucking love her, dude. Fucking
She might be in a movie coming up on my list.
Yeah, Kiefer Sutherland in there, man. Fucking that
Yeah.
guy rules.
He does.
He does.
You know, he's like the one star that's still a star out of that movie. Jason Patrick, he did Speed 2 and fucking he was done. Like,
Oh yeah, that movie would kill your career.
Rush was good. I like
Rush was good, but Speed 2 kind of like slowed him down. He was like,
That was cool. Speed 1 was classic. Speed 1 was awesome.
yeah.
I hated Speed 1.
Oh, I love
Really?
Speed 1.
Wow.
I hate that fucking
Dennis
movie.
Hopper? Oh my
Hated it.
God.
Hated it.
That's okay. You don't like the Wanton song, so
Yeah. I don't.
All right,
Mark,
so
what's
then
Jerry's
Jerry's
number?
Shit. He did his number 7 is Dead Poet Society, Captain My Captain.
Never seen that movie.
That's a good movie.
It is.
It's real. Ethan Hawke's in there, right? A lot of like good actors are in that movie.
Ethan Hawke.
Okay, it's a good movie, man. It's like it's not a movie I go back to a lot, but if it's on TV and I just stumble on, I'll leave it on. I love Robin Williams. It's a great movie, man. I saw that in the movie theater also. So we get to your number. Well, Edwin isn't back. So we go to your number 7, Andy.
My number 7 with a guest spot for Oingo Boingo. I'm going with Weird Science.
That's
Love that.
Absolutely
That
love
almost
that
made my
movie.
list. Almost
It
made my
is
list.
so good. It is so funny. Um,
How dare you get the Oingo Boingo reference in before me? I'm joking.
From my heart and from my head, why don't people understand?
you know what? Though? I
Mine
never
is-
saw I never saw Wyatt again in anything else. Am I wrong
I know
about that?
he was like
No?
he was amazing in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was so funny.
A missile in my house, Gary.
Wait. So who was talking about Weird Science?
I was.
Andy picked Weird
Andy.
Science. I
Well,
love
we
that fucking
skipped
movie.
you.
Okay.
We're coming back to you after Andy.
That was
for
a
your number
coming of age
7.
movie. Those two guys built a woman.
Built a woman. Yeah. They're sitting there with bras on.
You gotta have a bras on your head.
Hey,
You gotta have
I
bras
can't
on your
talk
head.
about this movie now. I will later.
Yeah. Okay, Mark.
Come on, like, do we really have to wear these? Yes, it's the only way it'll work. It was a good movie.
All right,
Oh,
your
you
number
got to
7.
attach the dog.
Let me do it now
Number
because
7.
Let him do it now.
this couldn't be more perfect. Because guess what, Andy? Guess what my number 7 was? Weird Science.
Yes. Fuck yeah.
You forgot
That's
to touch
fucking
the
awesome.
dog.
We do this sometimes. No, Weird Science, totally. It's, I guess if I would say my favorite John Hughes film is by Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. My favorite, if you count a script he wrote, he didn't direct it, but it's Vacation, the first Vacation. But if I would say of the teen films these days, when I was younger, I loved like 16 Candles and Breakfast Club. But no, fuck it. These days, it's Weird Science. That's definitely the one that's aged the best for me of the teen films. And I know it's absurd. It's not it's not like a dramedy or emotional like The Breakfast Club.
What I like about it.
But it's just cool. It's just a fun film. And there is, I'm sure you already mentioned, there's a strong coming of age. I mean,
Yeah.
they're nerdy, geeky guys that can't get laid. They build a woman, and you see the change. You know,
They become confident. They become confident. They learn to be themselves. It's great, and they get the two girls at the end by being themselves.
But my favorite scene is when Anthony Michael Hall gets drunk in Chicago.
Oh yes,
and he starts talking like the pimp. He's like, "She punched me in the nuts."
Check this shit out. She hit me in the nuts. That shit's hilarious.
She hit you in your nuts.
This girl had the finest titties in the world.
I call that bitch very underrated actor. Very underrated actor.
He is. He's so underrated. I call that bitch every single day.
Anthony Michael Hall, man.
On the telephone? Of course we talking about telephone.
What do you think I'm talking about? And Bill Paxton, the ultimate bully asshole older.
He is such a dick in that movie.
Oh, it's great. It's great. I love that. The sound. I even love the Oingo Boingo song. It's all
Me
fun.
too. It's great.
You know,
they rule. I'm sorry.
It's a great film. And you know what's great? He did that the same year as The Breakfast Club. Like, that's what was really cool about John Hughes. He was knocking shit out.
He was.
He wrote and directed 2 films in the same fucking year. Who does that shit nowadays? You know.
And Robert Downey Jr. playing a low-level character.
Yeah. The dickheads. They pour the Slurpees down on the nerds. I love that film. So very good pick, great Andy. Movie. And a good
but that was a lot of Slurpee for that cup. It was a lot. Yeah.
All right. Travi Petty.
First off, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Eric, what speed is to you is what weird science is to me. I tried. I could not get into that movie.
Oh my God.
I hate Speed. Yeah, Edwin, you weren't there, but I hate the movie Speed.
Weird science just does nothing for me.
It's got Dennis Hopper in it, Speed. So
I'll admit, Dennis Hopper tried to save that movie.
Travis, I'm not a huge fan. I don't hate it like Eric, but I wouldn't say I'm a fan of it.
Can I say something, Travis, about that movie? Picture yourself as a fucking nerd and you can't get chicks and you create a fucking hot chick. That is not a dream you would like to have in your fucking entire life. They got a fucking genie, dude. That she gave him fucking cars, fucking chicks. She gave them fucking a life. It was fucking cool, dude. If you're like a teenager watching that movie, you're like a fucking bullied on kid. That fucking movie fucking said, "Hey man, I got hope." So you maybe watch it more as an adult. You didn't see it as a teenager.
I saw it as an adult.
Okay.
Mark, goddamn, we gotta hurry up though. Goddamn,
I'm just going.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna copy Andy right now for my next pick. I'm going with Superbad.
Great movie.
I am McLovin. I love that movie. Yeah. Probably the last comedy I ever seen that I just truly laughed out loud at. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I love Superbad. What a great movie that is.
I love it. All right,
Eric.
My number 7. My mom's number 7 is a movie we already talked about, Now and Then. And my number 7 is a movie I feel like should be, with the way the world is today, I feel like it should be required watching. I feel like everyone should watch this goddamn movie. It's not a stereotypical happy ending, but it's a real fucking ending. And I think this movie teaches you a valuable lesson in life. And it's a kind of tough love movie, but it's something you need to see because it does happen in life. I'm talking about The Last American Virgin. I remember when I saw this movie for the first time, I was real young, and I hated it because of that ending. Now that I'm older, I fucking love it. I love it. I think it's a great movie because I think Rick and Gary are both horrible fucking characters. Rick is an asshole. He uses people. He uses his friends. He uses women. He treats women bad. He treats his friends bad. He's a piece of shit. I think Gary's a horrible character because he's a pussy. He doesn't put himself out there. He doesn't take chances. He whines and bitches about the girl he can't have when he had a girl named Rose who was pretty sexy throwing herself at him. And apparently, I thought the whole point of the movie was he wanted to get laid. I think the best character. Yeah, and I think the best character in that movie is the fat guy. Because you know what? He wasn't an asshole like Rick, but he still got laid. He wasn't some mopey little bitch whining about Diane Franklin. I think it's a great movie, though. It's got fun comedic moments, but it teaches you the hard lessons in life that you're not always going to get the girl in the end. Sometimes life's going to kick you in the ass, but you need to just be confident in yourself. You need to not mope around and shit. And I like it. I like the message it sends. It's a great movie that teaches you a good lesson in life.
Yeah,
that
I
is
don't,
one of
I
my
don't like. I thought of that movie because obviously it's a quintessential coming of age movie.
Just not a happy ending,
You know,
and that's
the
what I like
ending's
about it.
my favorite part. I'm not
I
as
love
big.
it.
Yeah, I'm not as big a fan of that movie as you, but I love that ending. I always love that ending.
Me
I was always
too.
like, shit, that's how it's ending. I always
Yep.
love that ending. It's and Diane Franklin. Also,
She's a
in
cutie, man. She's a cutie in that
I like
movie.
her best in Amityville too.
Oh, dude, she's a cutie in the 80s,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, I
I
like
loved
it.
her.
I had a sexy subplot in Amityville too. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's yeah, that ending was fucking great. That's the best. I that's the thing that always stuck with me with that movie is that ending.
Yep.
Dare to be so real
Yeah.
and end it on a down note. You
Because
know,
that happens, man. That's
it's real.
happy
That was
endings happen.
yeah.
In real life, happy endings do happen, but in real life too,
Hey,
not
Eric, don't you
everything
gotta go to
always.
bed soon?
Girls pick the jerk a
Yeah.
lot of times. Sometimes girls pick the jerk.
Yeah.
You know?
And
But as you
and the
pointed
thing
out,
was too, he had that girl that was throwing herself at him, and he could have got with her. You
yeah, he
know,
was a flaw. He was what you he's a flawed protagonist, and that's like
he's a
he
simp.
deserved to lose in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, that is one of my wife's favorite movies. She loves that movie, Last American Version.
Oh yeah. All right, Mark,
Why
your
don't you
turn.
put that
Yeah,
on your
yeah,
list?
yeah, Eric, you telling me to shut up, but you guys can go on. So fuck off.
That's
Uh,
definitely on my watch
all
list.
right, so you guys already talked about Dazed and Confused. The guy, I like the story about that movie, how Matthew McConaughey or whatever his name was went up there and fucking he wasn't even an actor, and they asked him to audition, and that was his first role, doing all right, and it fucking made him a star because he went with his friend, and the producers asked him to audition. So that was fucking pretty cool. And the one kid who just at the end puts the headphones on and starts listening to music. I identify with that kid just getting away from everybody, had a good night, just
He
fucking
did.
kick it. That's a cool movie, man. That's my number 7.
Hmm.
So then we get to Jerry's number 7, The Wildlife, and his line from it, it's casual. I guess that was
Nice.
the sequel to Fast Times, right?
Well, it was the next. It was Cameron Crowe's next script he wrote after Fast Times. I don't think they're directly connected, but
It's like a
yeah,
spiritual sequel.
It's
that's kind
pretty
of
funny.
spiritual.
I did
Had
like the
Chris Penn
movie.
in it. Yeah,
Yeah, I love Chris Penn. So,
underrated Chris Penn. I love Chris Penn. He was great.
all right, so we get to your number 6, Edwin.
Okay, this is what. Okay, this is. I want to make a case for people in their very early 20s, counting as coming of age. At least from things I've read and articles I've read and reviews. And I didn't pick this movie, but I've heard a lot of people refer to The Graduate as a coming of age story.
Yeah.
That's a good
And,
movie.
and he is literally out of college. He's a graduate, so that means he's 21 or
That's true.
22 at the latest. And because it follows the trajectory. He's with an older woman. He learns about life. Blah blah blah. And I used to love that movie when I was younger, but it's these days I don't know. It's just not one I go back to much. But so to me, if you're either college age or just out of college, if you're kind of like a young person being initiated into the adult world and you learn something, that should count as coming of
Mhm.
age. And that's why I counted this one at number 6, Saturday Night Fever. Now, John Travolta, he's like 21. He's young out. He's going to clubs and stuff. But the whole movie is about how he's hanging out essentially with his high school buddies. They're just like, now they're out of high school. They're like just regular loser guys in Brooklyn hanging out. And the whole movie is about how he has to kind of learn and mature and treat women differently. And by the end of the movie, he's like, he decides he wants a different life. He's going to go in a different trajectory. And, I love, especially, I mean, the whole movie's great. But the last 15 minutes, he goes through all this shit and decides that he wants a different life. And then that last scene, very subtle and very mature, he meets this girl, at her place who he was trying to bang throughout the whole movie. And he's just like,
Right.
hey, can you help me have a different life? And you get a sense that he's going to live a different life now and he's going to get away from Brooklyn. So
I
to
like the
me,
sequel.
Yeah, I mean, you like to think it's not Staying Alive, the sequel it actually becomes.
Yeah.
I love that movie. That movie fucking
It's
rules.
fun. Listen, I like Staying Alive too, but like for a different reason for why I like Saturday Night Fever.
I like
Like
Blowout.
Saturday Night Fever is a legit great movie. Staying Alive is just campy, fun cheese.
I'll
like
take Staying
Blowout
Alive
better.
any day over Saturday Night Live or
Well,
Saturday
it's
Night
because
Fever.
you like the '80s cheese of it. You have
I
fun with
do. I love it.
it. You like his strap because he's muscular.
I hate both those movies. I'll take Blowout.
Well, I love Blowout too, but Blowout is not a coming of age
I
story.
know, but I hate Saturday Night Fever and
But
Staying
I felt
Alive.
like Saturday Fever counts. It falls under a thing, and obviously my background, Italian American. My father's was like he was an Italian guy that liked to dance and stuff, and like that's him and his high school buddies. That was kind of like
Right.
his life. So kind of like Mean Streets. I always thought of Saturday Night Fever as like Mean Streets with dancing, in a lot of ways. And much darker, and that's the thing. His friend commits suicide, and that
Yeah.
makes him think about shit and face issues. So it does hits a lot of coming to age elements
It
in
does.
that. So that's why I think it counts.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you
Yeah.
allow it.
Andy.
It's not just about dancing. There's a lot more to that movie. My number 6. It's been mentioned, but not on the list quite yet. But Stand by Me. I think Stand by Me is, a movie to teach us how about friendship. Each four of them had a different life, and they relied on their friends for a companionship and someone that they can open up with. And we're all at that age where we had certain friends that we would open up with. And another movie that seems to be very important to these movies we're talking about, and it's got to be us talking about this, but the soundtrack again was so important to Stand by Me to put that time period and make it
It
sound
brought
more
Benny
authentic.
King back for another career.
Oh yeah, right.
That movie.
I love that movie, man. That
That's
one
really good movie.
that was
It
one that
almost made my list.
it almost made my list, but I knew someone was going to put on their list. So that's why I was
Yeah.
kind of like, bring attention to a different movie. I always get choked up at that scene where it's
Which
the real
one?
famous scene where River Phoenix is telling that story about the milk money. I get choked up at that scene because I was that kid that like no one ever believed me. I was the bad kid with the reputation. I was the weird kid. I liked Kiss and I got bullied a lot and like beat up on a lot, but like no one ever heard my side of the story because I didn't fit in with everyone. I was the problem because I wouldn't fit in. I wasn't like everyone else. There was a time a kid put me in a chokehold, just because like people always fuck with me because I was different. Kid in first grade put me in a chokehold and I literally elbowed him like to get away, and I got away from him, just mind my own business because I'm the weird kid that likes Kiss, has long hair, and struggles in school. And this kid was like just one of the normal kids. When he told the teacher what happened and made up his own bullshit story, they never took my side of it, and I got in trouble for it. And so that scene really hits with me because I was that kid that like, because I'm different, because I have a reputation, like no one's ever gonna believe me. And so that scene really hits with me.
All right. So Andy, any more on that?
No, that's all.
Okay.
Just
Travis.
All right. Well, I'm gonna agree with Edwin, and I think that George Lucas's greatest directed movie is American Graffiti. I love this movie. I think it is far better than Dazed and Confused, and it's just a masterpiece. And of course, Suzanne Summers. When I was a kid, that's what knocked my puberty up to 100. Man,
Three's
Same
Company.
here.
Three's
I
Company.
have the whole series on
Oh my
DVD.
god,
I got
Three's
most
Company.
of them.
Three's Company, Step by Step. Oh, she
yeah.
gave me a stiffy. That's for sure.
I never watched Step by Step.
You never saw She's the Sheriff?
Step by
I
Step
watched
rules.
everything she was in.
But I love
Even the
American
Thigh
Graffiti.
Master commercials. Come on.
But American Graffiti is such a masterpiece.
Fortune.
And you got Wolfman Jack, of course. It's just a great flick. That's why the 70s is the best decade for movies.
I agree.
I agree.
I think for music too. I think both. movies and
Hell
music,
yeah.
in my opinion. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Oh
Eric.
yeah, I'll put 70s as
All right,
number one
Yeah.
for
my
entertainment.
My number six, my mom's number six is a movie I fucking hate. St. Elmo's Fire.
Oh, I love that movie.
I love you, Mom, but I hate that movie. And
Great
my number,
songs.
no, fuck that goddamn song. But my number six is very important movie to me, man. I mean, I love this movie. And it's just a feel good movie. It's the reason why I decided to do it's the movie I was watching when I decided to do this list, to do this episode. It's a feel good movie. Been watching it since before I was even in school. Introduced me to a lot of great music, and I'm talking about Dazed and Confused. It's I really can't say anything about it. It's just a feel good movie. It's a little bit like Hollywood. It's a little glitzy. It's not really like how we actually like. Not a lot of it's like really how like things went in high school for us. It's a little bit cleaned up, glitzier, but still like it reminds you of hanging out with your buds, summer vacation, last day of school, and the music is so fucking great. It's a very important movie to me. It introduced me to a lot of great music, and it's been a big part of my life since I was like literally in like kindergarten. So Dazed Confused, man, great fucking movie.
Yeah, so then I get to my number six. Days of Confused is my number seven, but I always put this movie way above Days of Confused because I think it's a lot more real because I've seen this
I know
stuff
which one you're talking
live,
about.
the Stone Age. It's
Love
like
it.
you go and buy your friends the wrong beer. They go, "You got the wrong beer, man. Those aren't talls. Those aren't
Yeah.
talls. Go get back to talls." And like fucking, you're putting like I'm putting something in my car. I play some music and I said, "Fuck that song. Take that song. That song fucking sucks. Take that fucking song out now. Let's play fucking Megadeth. Let's play this. Let's play some Suicidal Tendencies. Fuck your Duran Duran. Let's hear this fucking shit." I had that in my
Yeah.
car. Yeah,
Mark,
fuck your.
if you're in my car and you start playing Sammy Hagar, I'm actually like legit just gonna make you get out of the car.
But that shit happened, dude. It's always like you're always like looking for the best ratio of chicks to guys, fucking you're rating
ratio.
chicks like, oh, there's the Buffalo chicks. I fucking love that movie, dude.
Great
Fucking
movie,
the
man.
Stone
I'm
Age,
sorry,
man.
what was the movie, Mark?
Huh?
What was your movie?
The Stone Age.
Oh yeah.
And fucking Buck Dharma and some fucking Blue Oyster Cult make an appearance in there.
Yeah.
That's a pussy song. Don't Fear the Reaper. I play that on that metal station. That's my
You do play that clip.
Yeah, I play that clip all the time. And those aren't talls, but that's my number six. And then Jerry
Right on.
gets to The Outsiders. Do it for Johnny. Do it for Johnny. What about Stay
I hate
Gold,
that
Cody
movie.
Boy? Okay.
He wanted to be different.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
So
All
then
right,
we
Eddie.
I didn't
Eddie.
put that on my list because they didn't go to high school. In fact, I don't think anyone went to school, so I didn't put it on my list.
Yeah, I forgot to put
It's
Red Dawn on my
It's
list.
coming of age, not
Coming
high
of
school.
age.
It is. It is. It's a
I
fucking great
forgot to put Red Dawn on my list. So go ahead.
That
Eddie.
almost made my list.
That
All
counts.
right, Eddie.
All right, this is the one foreign film. There's one foreign film on my list.
Look at this
And
guy.
I highly recommend it. This definitely is a coming of age movie, but it's an unconventional one. But it's a Paul Verhoeven film. Now, Paul Verhoeven would go on to make some really great films in America: RoboCop,
Total
Basic
Recall.
Instinct, Total Recall, Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
fucking
fuck
awesome. I
yeah.
love it.
I love
He's
all
not as
those
great
movies.
as John Carpenter, but he's close. He's up there. He's a pretty
Huh.
damn good filmmaker.
Fucking love RoboCop.
Love RoboCop.
I got the bloody edition.
It's great. Although I'm a big. Well, I like all that shit. So
I'd buy that for $1.
But my favorite's this film of his. He did this movie called Spatters. Do any of you know about Spatters?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna educate you on Spatters. Okay, it's from 1980. Great fucking year.
Great
Okay,
year.
so it's a movie about these young men. It's a Dutch movie. They speak Dutch, but it's about young dirt bike riders. And it's about these young men that ride dirt bikes, and they're getting laid, and there's a lot of sex and stuff, and they're young horny guys that love riding their dirt bikes. Rutger Hauer's in it from Blade Runner.
I love it already.
Yeah, it's fucking dirt bikes. It's red on black credits in the beginning of the movie, It's got all the fucking things. It's got like heavy metal and synthesizers playing, and it's about these young guys, these young Dutch guys, and getting laid and learning about the world. But I almost spoiled the movie. But essentially, the first half is about how we're like they're like 18, 19, like we're riding dirt bikes and we're fucking hot chicks and everything's awesome. And then in the second half, it all turns to shit. The real world crashes in, a little like the end of Last American Virgin, and suddenly one of them might get gangbanged and raped by a bunch of men. One gets his heart broken. Oh, one gets actually his legs. He gets in a crash, and then he has to learn to not be a dirt bike rider anymore. So it's like first half's like everything's awesome. Second half, the world comes down and fucks them all for life.
Oh, what the
And
fuck?
none of them are ever going to be the same again. So that's fucking Paul Verhoeven's Spetters, one of the greatest dirt bike riding coming to age movies you will ever see in your life. And it goes places. You will watch this movie, and by like, there's a certain scene, you're going to be like, I can't believe I just fucking saw that in a movie. But it
Oh
will
God.
challenge you. Yeah, Eric's like already like, I totally have to see this movie.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of awesome dirt bike riding in it as well. So and this is the film that you could see like, yeah, this is the guy that's gonna come and splash into Hollywood. Flesh and Blood, another great film he did with Jennifer Jason Leigh and Rutger Hauer.
Ooh, nice.
Oh,
Sexy film.
I like
And
Blind Fury with Rutger Hauer.
that's a good film too. And also
The Hitcher.
Nighthawks is awesome.
The Hitcher.
Yeah, big fan, big fan. He's like the villain. He's like the older
Yeah.
villain guy. He's the older villain dirt bike rider in the film.
Nice.
But yeah, highly recommend Spetters. It's a fucking
I'm looking
awesome,
it up.
yeah, fucking awesome. The girl in it's really hot too. Awesome movie. Yeah, so
Andy.
there.
you said Spetters, right?
Yeah, it's Spetters. Spetters. Yeah, which the English, it's a Dutch word. Apparently the English translation is splashes. So
Yeah, my number 5. I love this movie. I'm pretty sure it might be on some of y'all's list, but I'm kind of surprised I haven't heard it yet. Empire Records
Yeah,
is my number 5.
Mm.
Again, the music element of it. They all work at a music store or a record store, and it's about to be bought out by the evil, big town or a music town. So, they get together to try and save this independent music store that these teenagers work in, and they all go through different things that teenagers go through. So, that's my number 5. I'm not going to go too much into it, but Empire Records.
it's a good movie. Travis.
All right, number 5.
Oh yeah, wait.
Back to the
I forgot
Future.
one more thing.
Oh,
And
sorry.
that
Go
being
ahead.
the only movie that Guar has made an appearance in.
Mm.
All right,
All right,
that's it.
Travis.
Number 5 is my all-time favorite movie, even though it's not my number 1, because I have a true coming-of-age movie at number 1. But Back to the Future.
No,
Hey,
thank
if
you.
that
I
was
love you guys. Thank you.
That
That would have been my number
it's,
1, by the way.
You made it.
But yeah.
it's my favorite movie. I'm just saying. Like, what else do I need to say about it?
See, Eric, that's why I didn't get the rules out. So go ahead, Eric.
All right, man. My number 5. So, my mom's number 5 is Riding in Cars with Boys with Drew Barrymore. Pretty good movie. Pretty cool movie. And my number 5 is a movie that I love. I saw it when I was in first grade when it came out, and I've always fucking loved it, man. I'm talking about Detroit Rock City. Simple movie, man. 4 guys trying to get to a goddamn Kiss concert. A bunch of shenanigans ensued. They learned a little bit about themselves. They learned a little bit about life. One character finally stands up to his shitty mom. A couple characters get laid. It's a great fucking movie, man. I love it. I know we shit on Kiss all the time, but there was a time when Kiss was my whole world, and so this movie was pretty awesome. Seeing these guys who are just so passionate about Kiss, and going on this wild adventure to just try and see him in concert, man. I love it, man. Even if you're not a Kiss fan, I mean, it's a great fucking movie. It's a timepiece. You know, if you love 70s like pop culture, you'll love this fucking movie, man. It's so fucking good. It's hilarious. I love it.
Satan, Santa, they're the same person.
What are you doing, Sister Gonorrhea? Waiting on a bus?
Hey, fucking, you know, that guy, I can forgot his name now.
He passed away, yeah.
Yeah, he passed
we
away.
talked about it.
We talked about him. But then I get to my number 5, which Travis already picked, man. I own it on DVD, just one of the guys, man. I fucking love that movie. Fucking, it was just cool how her brother was teaching her, you got to walk with space between your legs. You got to walk like a man, like you got something in between. You know,
I love his character. I mean, when he wears like the robe and he's trying to
yeah,
see the babysitter.
yeah. He gets the chick at the end. It's like,
Awesome. He gets Cheryl and Finn. That's
yeah.
what he thinks at the end. Yeah. Not just any chick, Mark. Recognize.
Cheryl and Finn. All right, so just one of the guys. Then Jerry's number 4. I don't know why. Whatever. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and his quote is "You dick."
Love that movie.
Yeah, I love that movie.
We might be talking about that later.
Yeah, we might be talking about that one later.
I think all of us might be
So,
talking.
Edwin, you're number 3?
4.
4, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this is gonna be a controversial one again, but I'm making a case. I'm gonna make a case. Okay? And I'm glad because we're bringing different things, which is cool. Or actually, this is a more diverse list than I thought it was going to be. I'm making a case for one of my all-time favorite films that, at its heart, it's a coming-of-age movie. Blue Velvet. All right. Blue Velvet. Kyle MacLachlan's character is a college guy. He drops out of college and has a romance with a high school student. So they're both young adults. One's a teenager, and he's like, I don't know, like 19 or 20. And they're the protagonists. And it's about how he's going back to his hometown and he goes on a journey, this very dark, twisted, pervy journey where he learns things about himself and he learns about sexuality and he has sex with an older woman, Isabella Rossellini's character, and he learns about sex and S&M and weird, darker things that he wouldn't have done in college. And he's introduced through Dennis Hopper's character, the darkness of the world and the evil of the world. And he goes through this whole trajectory. So by the end of the movie, he's a changed young man that now knows the darkness of the world, both the kinky sexual side and the dark homicidal side. And both him and Laura Dern's characters go through this journey, and now they're more mature and evolved, and they get through the darkness and they embrace the light, and they're going to embrace each other as a couple, and they got through it. So to me, despite all the kinky stuff that's going on around this movie and all the dark stuff going around the movie, at its core, it's about innocence facing the darkness and cruelty of the world and learning something about yourself and learning about the world. So to me, it's at its heart, it's a coming-of-age story. So that's why I'm making a case for Blue Velvet. What do you say, Aaron?
I'll allow it because Mark didn't explain the fucking rules. I've actually never seen that movie, so I
never saw Blue Velvet?
No, dude, I never seen it, man.
You would like it. I think you'd be.
I gotta check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great film, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Associate it with Twin Peaks, the TV series.
Yeah. Well, it's what David did right before Twin Peaks. So, and there are certain elements in Twin Peaks that you kind of see him working out in this movie. I think it's still his greatest. I love Twin Peaks. I love Mulholland Drive. But to me, the best thing David Lynch ever did was Blue Velvet. Blue Velvet's fucking awesome. Dennis Hopper's amazing in it. You know, that's the whole, you probably saw the meme, the whole Heineken, Pabst Blue Ribbon. That's all from Blue Velvet. It's great. It's one of the greatest films ever made. It's one of my favorite films. And I do think at its heart, it's a coming of age story. So that's why I chose Blue Velvet.
All right, Andy.
Andy.
Yeah. My number 4. I'm surprised that I haven't heard this yet. Not even a sniff of this. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I love that he took that day off and he took off with his buddy, took off in that car with his dad's friend's car, and I love the part when he goes to go park it And he goes to the parking attendant. He goes, "Do you speak English?" And the guy goes, "Well, what country do you think this is?" Love it. It's such a really good movie.
That's a
I
great
Only
movie.
Spy, so beautiful in there. And and when I was a kid, I was a fan of Matthew Broderick. I loved that. I loved War Games. I
Yeah.
loved uh, Biloxi Blues was so good as
Yeah.
well. That Neil
He
Simon
was good
also,
in Glory too.
yeah, all Glory. He was so good in Glory.
Yeah.
I love that movie, and it's so funny that Biloxi Blues. I enjoyed it because I also enjoyed a lot of Neil Simon movies that came out around that time, like Britain Beach Memoirs. Another one
Yeah.
I could have added on there. I'm a big fan of his work, of his plays and stuff, and so my number four is Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
All right, Travis.
Nice.
All right, my number four are definitely interchangeable. Either of these could be number one any day. Okay, so my number four is gonna be Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
I think this movie is just a stone cold classic. Everybody does a great job of acting in this movie. Great music, except for the Sammy Hagar song. Um, I just think this movie's a masterpiece, and I love whenever I hear a "Rock All Over You" episode. I always hear that awesome quote from Damone.
Yep.
I love what a great classic '80s movie, and I prefer it over The Breakfast Club any day.
Damn right.
Agree.
Damn right.
I just wanted to say something about the Brat Pack. I never liked any movies that the whole Brat Pack was in, but when they were by themselves, I enjoyed them more when they didn't have the whole cast with them. That's it.
All right,
All
Eric.
right. So my mom's number four. My mom's number four is a movie called Ode to Billy Joe. Never seen it, so I can't really say much.
Isn't that the one with Billy Joe McAllister jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge? Is that one?
I have no fucking
Uh,
idea, man. That's the only one I didn't know, and I just did not have the time to study it. And my number four is motherfucking Weird Science.
Right on.
Yeah, it was one of those things that wasn't on my list, but I just had to take a movie off and put Weird Science just because I'm like, yeah, you know what, Weird Science is just too good. I can't leave it off my list. Weird Science, man. I mean, I fucking love it, man. It's just so fun and so gonzo, but it really does at the heart of the movie have a really good message about being yourself, being true to who you are. And if you're confident, you believe in yourself, you can fucking achieve a lot of great things. And it just happens to take place with all this crazy shit going on. Fucking rules, man. Love that movie. Everyone said everything about that movie that needs to be said. So yeah, that's my number four.
So my number four is a Christian Slater movie where his brother gets killed. He's got to figure out how he got, what happened. Gleam into Cube.
Dude,
Fucking
that's a
love
great soundtrack too.
That's a fucking great movie, man. It's filmed in Orange County. Fucking pretty cool movie. So that's my number four. And then we get to Jerry's number three, Good Will Hunting. Robin Williams rules. That's all he says on that one. So then we get to your number three, Edwin.
Okay, this is a film that I don't hear a lot of people talk about, but the few people that do think of it very highly. It is from the 80s. It's not like a traditional like, hey, guys getting laid kind of coming of age story, but it is definitely a coming of age story. It's very dramatic. One of my favorite movies of all time, a movie called At Close Range.
Oh, I was thinking of a different Sean Penn movie.
Yeah, Sean Penn might pop up again. But right now, and I think two greatest roles. One is comedic, one is dramatic. This is his best dramatic role, in my opinion. And Christopher Walken, hands down my favorite Christopher Walken role. He is a powerhouse in this movie as his deadbeat crazy father.
Yeah.
But Chris Penn's also in it too. The Penn brothers playing brothers.
Yeah.
But they are young men in a Pennsylvania town where I come from originally, Pennsylvania. And it's like, I think they're just like right out of high school, but they're not going to college. They're just like working class guys. And his deadbeat father comes and he goes on a journey learning. At first, he romanticizes his cool deadbeat father and always wanted to be like him, and finds him. When he finds him, he wants to be like him. But then some dark shit happens that totally changes his mindset. And by the end of the movie, he's in a different place. Dramatically, he's in a different place, and he's not going to be like his father. He's gonna go in a different path. And it's a very dark, powerful movie. Well, one of my favorite Madonna songs, "Live to Tell,"
Child.
is actually like
I
the
agree.
motif throughout the whole movie. It's like the main theme of the movie. Amazing song,
She was gorgeous
amazing
in that
movie.
video.
Great, that I love that the way they showed the clips from the movie, and there's that very powerful scene between
Yeah.
Walken and Sean Penn with the gun that they show at that amazing part of the song, and it's like that's like heavy shit. Like people talk about the pop people nowadays, Taylor Swift, all that. I'm not a hater, but I haven't heard a song like "Live to Tell" from any of these young pop women.
Oh yeah. I
Not
mean,
a-
they can't touch Madonna
right.
doing that.
that song, like that song, "Oh Father," like she had some really great ballads,
Oh
in the
yeah.
80s.
It's-
Oh, I
And
love Madonna.
Live to Tell's, I mean, just everything about the movie, the directing, the cinematography, the music. Sean
Great
Penn,
movie.
Christopher Walken, two fucking powerhouses, young, a little less young, and two of them coming together. It's a powerful, it's one of the greatest movies about a young man dealing with the adult world and having to mature and step up and face the adult world. And it's one of the greatest movies of all time, in my opinion. So that's why, Eric, do you count it? Am I allowed
Oh
to?
yeah, I love that movie. It was funny. I thought you were going with Bad Boys at first, but yeah, Close Range is a fucking amazing movie.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wonder if
You
any
know,
of
I
you
like
guys.
this stuff. Colors is another great film. There's a little bit of a coming of age plot, but that he's like mid-20s, so that would be pushing it.
Okay, Andy.
And
But
David.
didn't he make a close range after Colors?
No, no, before. It's before. It's
Oh, what?
85. Yeah, it's
Oh, okay.
85. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Sean Penn's such a fantastic actor.
Yeah.
My number three, I'm starting to get into your obvious picks. 16 Candles is my number three. I just think it's one of the greatest movies. Um, he, um, Molly Ringwald was fantastic in this movie. And, of course, Anthony Michael Hall was just, I mean, brilliant. Just brilliant. And everybody else, when these movies are so good because it's not just one or two actors that carry the movie. It's just they're just placed so well with very talented actors. That's what's missing in movies these days. They try to have one big actor carry a movie, and everybody else can't carry along with that one person. So when you have these movies that we've talked about, it's a whole cast that made a whole movie. So
Yeah.
16 Candles, my number three.
Come on.
Nice.
What's a happening, hot stuff?
What's happening? Hot
What's a
stuff.
happening, hot stuff? Fucking
Yeah.
long dong.
Yeah.
He was also in Seinfeld too.
That
He was in the
that guy
Seinfeld.
was hilarious,
He
man.
was
But
awesome.
Travis, number three, man.
All right, number three is Grease. One of my favorite movies of all time. It's just a masterpiece, and I love the music. I love the acting. What more can I say about it? It's just a great movie, and I consider it a coming of age classic.
Oh yeah.
All right, Eric.
And I'll be right back, guys. Got to take a bathroom break.
Yeah, yeah.
All
All
right.
right. My number three. My number three. Well, my mom's number three and my number three are both the same, and that is none other than the amazing, amazing Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Fucking love it, man. It's like Andy was touching upon earlier too, man. It's like there's not just one central character we're focused on. It's like everyone's got something going on. They all kind of intertwine with each other, man. I mean, you got Spicoli, you got Mark Ratner, Mike Damone, you got freaking Phoebe Cates, you got fucking uh Stacey Hamilton, man. It's just you got a lot going on in that movie. And it's
You
one of
got her
those movies
brother.
too. There's so much that happens, but like by the end of it, you're like, "Fuck, that was it," and you just want to watch it over and over again, man. It's one of my all-time favorites. I was only like in first grade when I saw that movie. Probably too young to be watching it. It taught me a lot of things about life. So I like it, man. There's not really much more else I could add to it. That hasn't already been said. In this episode or past episodes. So Fast Times at Richmond High, man, great fucking movie.
All right. So then I get to my number three, and I'm picking Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, hey,
Fucking
great.
love that fucking movie. And fucking I just remember the ending where we're just sitting there. We never sat. I don't know why we sat through the credits on this movie. I don't know what happened, but we sat through the credits and we saw fucking, and we didn't have Google back then to tell us there's an end scene. And he goes, "You guys are still here? It's over. Go home. Go home." And I thought that was the raddest fucking thing I've ever seen. That like he's talking to us. Hey, leave. Go. I fucking love that movie. So Ferris Bueller's Day Off is my number 3. And then we get to Jerry's what, number 2? Number 2 is no, it's number 3, right?
No, it's number 2.
Number 2?
You're on number 2.
Okay, I skipped this number 3. Dazed and Confused was his number 3. Did all right, all right, all right. And then his no, that's his number 2, Dazed and Confused. There you go.
All right.
So we get you, Edwin.
Okay, well, there's nothing controversial about my top 2. The only thing is, it was very tough because I was bouncing between these two. Because to me, these are the two both greatest teen films and greatest coming to age movies, and it was very tough for me. And you know, a lot with with the exception of the couple films that I mentioned, like Weird Science and Christine, I don't like a lot of teen films now that I'm older. You know, I did when I was younger, or even into my 20s, but there's not too much. And even a lot of John Hughes films, I loved them. I loved 16 Candles, like for so many years, but I don't find myself going back to them as much as I used to. There's a few, but not many. But these two films, as an adult, I still really love and I can go back to. And because they're just so well done and they're very intelligent, and there's just a lot going on with them. And this was tough not making this number 1, but hell, I made it higher than a few of you. Fast Times at Ridgemont High is my second. Of course, obviously, it's in the DNA of our show, Rock Over Your Podcast, and not just because it's in the beginning of the show, but it's like it's our vibe.
It is, yeah.
You know, we got a little bit of a Damone Spicoli thing going on. You know,
we do, yeah.
And I just love those characters, and I love the performance, and yeah, I mean, it's so real. It's just so real, too. That's the thing. And I'm not a hater. I like The Breakfast Club, but as I get older, you know, it's just like, yeah, you know, what really felt like high school is Fast Times. Like that's still to this day. I look back, that's the film. I will say of all these films, that's the film that feels the most real. That's the film that felt like high school, and it's just, I love it. It's, you know, the Gonzo style of it, and it's just like there's just so many things, and I love how episodic it is. Like it just it spans time, and it doesn't like slow down and dumb itself down and tries to feed you the emotion. It just lets you accept the shit as it's going down. Even when heavy shit happens, like with Stacy and the abortion stuff, like it's real, it's gritty, but they don't like over dramatize it.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah, it's great, you know, Amy Heckler did a great job directing it, and she would go on to do the Clueless films and Look Who's Talking.
Clueless, yeah.
Fun films, but she never did anything like Fast Times again.
I agree.
Fast Times and Cameron Crowe's screenplay, everything about that film was working. You had a great script, great directing, great soundtrack. We talk about it on that Stevie Nicks episode.
Except for one song.
Great song, you know, Sleeping Angel. You got the Cars. Living in Stereo, that Phoebe Cates scene, every young man loves that, everything about it. But you know, in the end of the day, yes, Damone,
Phoebe Cates.
I was all there's Phoebe, love her, and Jennifer Jason Leigh, amazing actress. You know, not only cute as hell, amazing actress, amazing actress,
great in the Hitcher
actress, and she's great in that film. As such a young actor, the subtlety, the emotion she brings to that character, and Sean Penn. You know,
she was great in Backdraft.
He's great, you know, Single White Female.
Yeah, she was fucking sinister.
Hateful Eight. Hateful Eight, she's fucking little powerhouse in that movie.
Yeah.
She's an amazing actress. And Sean Penn, you know, people look at it as like a comedic performance. To me, that is just on the same level as his dramatic work, if not even higher. He totally embodies that character.
Oh, yeah.
Know? He is that character. He is Spicoli. He's iconic. Everything about that movie is fucking awesome. And of course, there's Damone, who people compare me to. Yeah, let me tell you something. In high school, I was Damone. You know, I didn't get a girl pregnant to my knowledge, but I was very similar to Timon in high school. And yeah, I mean, you know, I will never entirely shake that off. That is part of who I am. And so yeah, it's a very important movie to me. The Criterion Collection's awesome. Everyone should get the Criterion version of Fast Times. It's one of the it's it's either this or my number one choice is the greatest teen film of all time. And it's also a coming of age story because everyone learns something in it. Even Spicoli learns some shit at
He
the end.
does.
Yeah. So every character learns. So it's like five coming to age story or six. Everyone got Phoebe Cates learned something about her college boyfriend. You know,
Yeah.
everyone learns. Judge Reinhold, he learns. He becomes a man at the end. You know.
Yeah.
Actually, literally every character in this movie learns something and is more mature at the end of the movie than they were at the beginning. So it's a big fucking coming of age palooza. Awesome. Masterpiece
Fuck
for
yeah.
the ages.
Except for the
Fast
black
Times
guy
at
who
Ridgemont.
gets his car fucking totaled.
He
He wins the
learns.
big football
And,
game.
and
He wins the big
that's
football
not any
game.
black guy, Mark. That's Forrest Whitaker.
I know it's
Fucking
Forrest
Whitaker.
Whitaker.
Yeah, what is with this asshole like not
Yeah.
acknowledging these
If they're a
actors?
woman or a black man, they're just
Hey, I'm trying not to acknowledge people. There you go. I know who
fucking
they
goes
are.
recognize Forrest Whitaker.
I love
Yeah.
Forrest Whitaker,
Always.
man. All right, Andy.
The black guy.
Yeah, give me this motherfucker.
The black
Shit.
guy in the movie.
I know who he is.
The black guy.
Hey, I love Forrest Whitaker. I don't
Oh,
like the
my-
crying game, though. But go ahead.
My number two, it's been talked about, and it's probably going to be on everybody's list if it already hasn't. But Dazed and Confused is my number two.
Yeah.
Just the whole storyline, you know, it's just great. You know, these guys are trying to get tickets to go see Aerosmith, and the big party at the end, and you know, the guy getting busted by his parents, so they had to move the kegger and
The
the
Moon
weed
Tower.
Yeah, such a good movie. You know, it was filmed in Texas, and I'm from Texas, and you know, it was great because I remember, you know, of course, I went through it in the '90s, but cruising around town, you know, smoking a little and drinking a little, and going to different spots to hey man, what's up? What's going on? And you know, hearing music and just a great movie, and I really loved it. You know, so Dazed and Confused, my number two.
Right on.
Travis.
Yeah.
First off, sorry if there's some noise in the background. My folks are home and they're very loud.
I didn't
All
even know.
right. It's okay. So number two, I've had a hard time with my top two, which one should be number one. But I'm pretty comfortable with my choices here. Number two, I am surprised nobody mentioned this movie yet. What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
That's a good movie.
To me, Johnny Depp's sorry, weeds kicking in. Greatest acting performance ever. Juliette Lewis is just, oh my God, she is just beautiful. And Leonardo DiCaprio steals the show in that movie.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic film. Makes me cry every time I watch it. What's Eating Gilbert Grape is number two.
That's a good one. Eric.
All right. Me and my mom, again, same number two. Is a movie that I know Mark fucking loves. It might be on his list too. Movie that not a lot of people fucking know about, but I think it's great. It's a feel-good movie. One of my all-time favorite movies. It's up. If I had a top 10 list, it's gonna be on there. I'm talking about a great movie from the 80s called Mischief. It's great fucking movie, man. Kelly Preston, Kelly Preston's in there, Jamie Gertz, bunch of goddamn, I can't fucking remember his name, but he was in On Golden Pond. He was a blonde kid. I can't remember his goddamn name. I'm pulling a mark
That's
right
Michael
now.
McKean.
Michael McKean.
Yeah.
It was some white guy.
Yeah, but not fucking. Is a great fucking movie. It's just such a feel good movie. You know, there's the kid. You know, the kid that's just kind of like needs to get out of his shell a little bit. The badass fucking guy who goes to school, he just moves in, rides a motorcycle, and He just teaches him like how to talk to girls, how to be more confident in himself, believe in himself. Then
Yeah.
also Michael McKean's character kind of helps him out too, as he's also kind of he's kind of lost. He having issues with his dad. Ever since his mom died, and trying to learn about himself. He falls in love with the good girl who's dating the asshole, and it's just all these shenanigans they get into, this fun adventure they go on throughout the movie, and what they learn about themselves. It's such a happy, feel good movie. It's got some raunchiness, but it's not too raunchy. But it's not too hokey. It's just that perfect balance, and I absolutely love it. This one could have almost been my number one, but I want to put this other movie above it, But on another day, this one may be my number one. So great fucking movie. I love Mischief. I recommend anyone out there that has not seen it, because it's not very well known.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I
Fucking
don't know how many times. I remember when it came out on HBO. It might have been like
You saw
82
Kelly Preston's
or 84.
boobs, man.
You do. You
That
see her
was
boobs.
fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's
Kelly
awesome.
Preston.
How did a
was.
gay guy like John Travolta get that? I'm just joking. But
He's Italian. Even gay Italian guys can get Kelly Preston.
Gay Italian.
That's how
even gay
stubbly Italians are.
Even gay Italian guys get pussy.
Yeah.
All right. So then I go to my number two. Should I just put in Animal House? Come on,
God damn
Eric.
it, Mark.
Come
No.
on. They learn
Yes,
shit.
do it.
They learn shit.
Fine. They don't learn
Yeah.
anything.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, hey,
Oh.
Bluto becomes a senator. Well, that doesn't say much, right? But okay, I won't put that in.
You're not getting apple pie at McDonald's now because of that.
All right, I'm gonna go for. I did have Mischief on my list, and that's a great movie, Eric. I didn't put it on there.
What?
I knew
I
you
thought
would.
for sure you
I
fucking put it
knew
on there.
because I know you love that movie so much. I wanted to give you that by yourself. So it's not like I'm gonna say I knew you'd pick that. I just wanted to give you that solo. But I'm gonna pick. I know everybody's picked this movie. It's got to be Weird Science, man. I love that fucking
Weird
movie.
Science did better than I was expecting.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
That's
It's
one of my
great.
favorite John. That's my favorite John Hughes movie. It's besides Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Fucking great movie. I just like fucking they make a chick with a computer. It's like I like after that movie, I go, Mom, can I get a computer? It's like fucking this movie is like and Rat fucking Wanted Man playing fucking in that.
Oh
The
yeah.
sound nobody's talked about the soundtrack.
Pretty Woman by
you talked
Van
about Oingo
Halen.
Boingo.
Yep.
You didn't talk about fucking Rat, where
Van
she's fucking
Halen.
Wanted Man, Van Halen, fucking
Yeah.
she's pulling a gun out of I am wanted man, fucking just leave, fucking just fit perfect with that movie. The soundtrack with even General Public with Tenderness at the end, fucking
Mhm.
great fucking soundtrack. It's all over the place. They had fucking metal, they had fucking new wave, ska, they had everything in there.
Where's
Fucking
the
great.
tenderness? I actually love that song.
That was General Public. That was like two
Yep.
guys from the Specials.
Yeah. Oh, and don't forget Judy Aronson as Hilly. Holy fuck, Judy Aronson's hot.
Yeah, fucking. So that was my number two, and then Jerry's number one is dun dun dun, dun My Bodyguard. Damn you, Moody. That's his quote from it. So that's his number one, My Bodyguard. So then we get to you, Edwin, number one.
I'm really surprised no one picked this film. And to me, it's like the greatest coming of age movie of the 80s, which is the greatest decade of teen movies. So, but like I said, it was a little tough between this and Fast Times. But ultimately, I think this film's a little stronger, and it is a really pure coming of age movie. And that is Risky Business.
Oh, I forgot
Oh,
about
wow.
that one.
I didn't forget about
Yeah,
it.
That's probably the only Tom Cruise movie I like.
What?
he didn't feel this is his best film, in my opinion.
Well,
It is the
I
best
also,
film.
yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of like Tom Hanks' his best film is Bachelor Party, but
Yes,
I agree with that.
I
I
actually
own that
bought
on
the
Blu-ray.
Money Pit. The Money Pit too. I really like.
no, but this is actually like a legit, really good movie.
The Birds.
And it was done by a director, writer-director, Paul Brickman, and he never did anything else after this movie. It was a very
Oh, wow.
odd thing. Comes on really big with this movie, and then kind of steps aside and decides he doesn't want to do Hollywood. Like
Hey, he
never-
ended on top.
Yeah, he had it like there, boom, drops Risky Business, and he's out. And just everything about this movie, Tom Cruise's performance, like you could see why he became a movie star. He's instantly a movie star, even as a young man. And Rebecca De Mornay, not only hot as hell, but a really nuanced, subtle performance of a young prostitute that feels real. It feels
Griffin
real.
Dunn, wasn't Griffin Dunn in there too?
No, no, I am a fan of Griffin Dunn.
I love Rebecca.
It's the guy that
Pulp
played
Fiction.
Booger is his buddy.
Booger.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
Better Off Dead. He was on
Better Off Dead
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I got those two mixed up.
But
and Moonlighting. What's his name? That's fucked up. We don't know.
I don't know.
His
I should know it. But
he's some white, some
everyone
Jewish,
knows who I mean when I say
some Jewish guy, right?
Yeah, he was also
Moonlighting.
Yeah,
also Moonlighting.
He's great. And this is his best. I mean, I love Booger, but this role is great too. But he's like, all you got to say is just the fuck. You know, sometimes you got to say what the fuck. And essentially, I mean, when I was younger, I used to love The Graduate. But as I've gotten older, I think Risky Business owns The Graduate. I think it's
it does.
It definitely is influenced by it. You could definitely see the influence. But to me, Risky Business is more sophisticated, more mature, and it's dark. Especially, I'm very excited because next month, Criterion Collection's doing the Risky Business a new edition of it, and they're going to have the original director's cut with the original ending. You ever see the original ending?
They're going to have 4K.
No.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, they're going to do 4K.
Oh.
I've seen the director's cut ending. It's only the ending that's different. As a bonus feature, but I've never seen it connected with the movie. So they're finally going to connect it to the movie. And it just ends on a darker note where Tom Cruise's character like fully becomes a pimp.
Damn.
And the last scene is like him and Rebecca De Mornay meeting at a nice place in Malibu. And the dynamic is very different than the kind of fun rom-com kind of ending that the movie has, like that.
Right, yeah.
But it makes it even more of a coming of age story, this director's cut, because it's like he truly becomes a different character, and now he's a pimp, you know, this high level pimp, and everything. I mean, just about his anxiety of college, and I think like a lot of millennials and Zoomers would really connect with this movie if they saw it now, because it's all about it's an amazing movie, and you got the amazing. Tangerine Dream soundtrack. I love this.
Well, you got Bob Seger too, man.
You got great soundtrack cues. Bob Seger, you got Prince. There's a lot of great stuff in it. But to me, Jeff Beck, instrumental that's in it, that's great. But the Tangerine Dream music, Love on a Real Train, one of my favorite like synthy mood pieces. It's a masterpiece movie. It's and yeah, I'm surprised no one else picked it. But anyway,
I forgot about it. I love that movie, man. Andy, number one, man.
Yeah, my number one movie. It's already been mentioned many times, so I won't talk that much about it. But Fast Times on Ridgemont High, it's got everything. It really does. Every character means something. Every character has their own storyline. It's just so great how they connected it all together. You know, so Fast Times at Ridgemont High is my number one movie.
Hell yeah.
Travis.
All right. My number one is actually a movie I watched for the first time today.
Holy shit.
And it totally changed. It got me. And I heard about this movie before, but it wasn't until Eric recommended this in one of the Rock All Over You episodes. And I'm going with Better Off Dead as my number one.
Nice.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I've been in Lane's shoes before. I've been heartbroken. I got heartbroken like 3 months ago. I got stood up. I was really clicking with someone, and she just totally cast me out, and I was depressed. I didn't know what to do. I thought of giving up on love for a long time, but then I watched this movie, and I learned that a love will eventually find me again. And Mark, love will eventually find you again, brother.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I've been through this twice, dude. It's
I know,
just like
but
I'm gonna be happy being by myself.
But
I already got somebody hooked up to be a roommate to pay some money. So there you go. I'm gonna buy the place. I got a renter already. I'm already making plans, so I'm good.
I just think this movie is great, and I thank Eric for recommending this one.
Right on, man. It's a great movie.
It's a fantastic movie. I love John Cusack, and Diane Franklin is just beautiful as Monique.
Yes, every guy needs a Monique in his life.
Absolutely. I had no idea that Dan Schneider played Ricky Smith.
He plays that role very well.
Yes, he
Now we
does.
know why.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
we do.
God.
Oh my.
Let's not talk about pedophiles. But where am I at? Eric, you're number one, man.
All right. So first, my mom's number one. Really great movie, Little Darlings with Chrissy McNichol.
Oh yeah,
My number one. My number
and
one.
Tatum O'Neal.
Yep. And my number one, man. Like I said, my number one, too, like are kind of back and forth a lot.
Hey,
I
I saw
love this
Little
movie.
Darlings at the drive-in with my mom when I was like, when that movie came out. So
Let Eric talk, Mark.
Yeah,
I
God
was just
damn
telling
it,
you.
Mark.
Doing his number one.
Oh yeah, Mark's talking over the long-haired white guy, as I'm called.
Don't be
My
racist,
number
Mark.
one is 16 Candles, man.
Really?
It's a movie.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a soft spot for this movie. It's just something about it's really simple. It's a really simple, really basic movie, but there's just, it brings me so much joy. I've been watching it since like, I was in elementary school. I absolutely love it. I love Anthony Michael Hall's character. And I love, even though I do love Superbad, I will take Farmer Ted any day over McLovin as just one of the coolest characters. Like Farmer Ted, just, such a badass. I love the fact that it's like, growing up, like he's the geek in the movie. He's the weirdo. Yeah, he maybe is a little creepy at times, but he's just, I love the fact that he has so much confidence. And by the end of the movie, he gets with the hot girl, like the hottest girl. All of his friends think he's like the coolest guy and everything, but just he's the geek, but he has that fucking confidence. Just proof that if you got that goddamn confidence in yourself, it doesn't matter how much of a geek you are, you'll achieve some cool things, have some pretty fun nights, and you can get the girl, whatever, you gotta have that confidence in yourself. I think Farmer Ted's a fucking badass character.
His friends call him on the car phone.
I love that guy. I agree. He is the best character in the movie.
He is.
Great.
Oh,
he's the king of the geeks. That's the thing.
He
He's
is. And I love the thing too. Anthony Michael Hall is awesome.
He's such an underrated actor.
When John Hughes was auditioning people, like everyone was like, auditioning for a role, they're like with the pocket protectors, like doing the stereotypical nerd. And he's like, I like Anthony Michael Hall as he came in, he just played it straight. He wasn't a caricature of a geek. He was just, this kind of nerdy guy, but like he played it with this role of confidence.
He's trying to be Mr.
It felt
Cool.
real. Yeah, that was real. Close to what the nerds were like. I love the subtle line in delivery when he turns to the girl and he says, "I'm really not a farmer."
Yeah, I love that shit. I love the scene where they're on the dance floor and Molly Ringwald is like looking at Jake and everything, and all of a sudden he comes out and he's like, yeah. You come around, and he's doing that fucking dance, and he farts, and it's like I fucking love it, man. That's just such a great movie, man. So simple. The whole wedding where she's like on the wedding where the sister's on all the muscle relaxers.
Yeah.
Disastrous wedding. I love it, man. It's a great movie. Probably my favorite John Hughes movie, man. I never get tired of it.
So funny, so good,
dude. There's just so many different characters in that movie. It's like it's like not one character.
Long Duck Dong, man. I love him.
And they forget her birthday. They forget her. That's his birthday. It's like gives her a bad day.
Man, her brothers. That's classic.
So my number one. I was Fast Times would be my number one, but I know everybody's gonna fucking pick Fast Times, especially you two right over here from the Rock All Over You podcast. I had to go something different because I feel for this character, Ducky, fucking Pretty in Pink. You got James Spader, you got Andrew McCarthy. I fucking love Ducky because that fucking guy's like he wants the girl, but he can't get the girl. Everybody always beats him to the girl he wants, John Cryer's character in that movie. And it's like he's a music nerd too. And he's like trying to impress. He's like something I would do, I'm always the guy who's like, I had a friend, we both liked the same girl. He got the girl, and I was always sitting there being jealous of him. I feel for Ducky. And you got fucking James Spader in there, one of the greatest 80s bad guys fucking of all time, man.
Loved him in Tough Turf.
The fucking
Oh yeah,
best
yeah.
thing.
Actually, James Spader is my favorite character in Pretty in Pink.
Yeah,
He plays a really great preppy
he
villain in
does.
the movie.
He is.
I love Andrew McCarthy kind of being embarrassed of her, trying that
Yeah.
she gets
Yeah,
mad,
he's a dick. Yeah.
He's a dick. Yeah, there's so many
Yeah.
layers to this movie.
And
So
and
Pretty
I
in
love
Pink.
Harry Dean Stanton.
Oh yeah, the father.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's good. I like it. I like that too.
Yeah.
He's also in Christine, Harry Dean Stanton.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
So
right.
I'm picking Pretty in Pink. Fast Times would have been, but I know that movie. I want to give a different perspective here on this. So that was our thing here. So I got in trouble for the beginning of this episode because I didn't put Eric and Eddie together. So Eddie and Eric, pimp your shit together.
Right
Yeah,
on,
well,
man.
Eric, you go first. Go ahead.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, we do the Rock All Over You podcast, man. One of the hottest podcasts coming up right now, man. I mean, we're been around for a while. We're making some noise. We got a great episode coming up on Sunday. We're doing the Scorpions, Animal Magnetism with Mr. Dr. Fuck Ralph Vieira. We also got another great episode, which I'm going to leave a little bit of a secret, but it's Kiss related, and it's with Mr. Samuel Wetz, and that was a fucking fun episode
Oh
where
my fucking God.
where a certain ex-member of Kiss may have broken into my apartment and held me gunpoint. So stay tuned for that one. Subscribe, like our shit, give us some YouTube comments, spread those if you gotta use some lube and spread those ass cheeks on that subscribe button, baby.
Yeah, right. Well,
Just don't do a Kansas City hot plate.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, don't do
okay,
that.
Ian Wadley. Go ahead, Edwin.
or Memphis hotcake. You don't want to do that either. The the Rock Overy podcast. My brother there, and we also got a lot of fun episodes lined up too that we're getting into query. I'm doing all the setting up behind the scenes, Eric, of that now. So it's
Yep.
some good shit.
Yep.
And there's my YouTube channel. I know I don't post videos as much as I used to, but I'm not done. I will be posting new videos. I did the last review for the latest Melvins album, and I will finally do a part 2 of my Beatles video about Paul's Dead. It's going to take some time, but I will eventually do that. And I got some other stuff planned. I plan to do an AC/DC related one in the next month or two again, because that's like, one of my favorite bands and people expect me to talk about them. So I'm going to do that. There's going to be cool shit. So Rock Over Your Podcast and Eddy Cannistraci on YouTube. And also Mark's show. Check out the Freeform.
I was going to promote that.
Yeah, well, it's America's podcast. People
It's America's podcast. Yeah.
America's podcast.
I'm having so much fun on that shit right now. But Andy, promote your stuff, man.
Hey guys, I gotta head out. I gotta get ready for bed.
All right.
Later,
brother.
By Eric, Black Spinner Circle is really doing very well right now. My co-host Al, he's been my co-host for about the past 3 months, and we're doing really well. And also, we are going to get ready to do a new episode for 3 Shots Down with me, Jerry, and Kate. We are going to be doing the one and only Sam Cooke, so that'll be coming out hopefully in a couple of weeks. We are working on that, and that's about it right now. There's not going to be a new episode of Black Spinner Circle next week because I'll be at a show next week. I'll be watching Saxon with Uriah Heep with the one and only Brad Dahl. It's going to come down here for that show, so we're going to hang out at that show. And it's Al's pick, so he'll be coming out with something. Yesterday, we just finished doing Weezer's Pinkerton. So check that out. That is on Facebook, Black Spinner Circle. Also on the Black Spinner Circle YouTube page and B Core B Podcast Out YouTube page as well.
All right, Travis, any final thoughts? Because you don't have anything to promote.
Well, I have been flirting with the idea of starting a YouTube channel eventually. I've always wanted to do it since the podcast idea I had with Whom Shall Not Be Named and Joseph. It fell through. So hopefully someday I can get a YouTube channel started, and hopefully some of you guys can come on.
All right.
I would love to talk music and movies, stuff like that.
All right. So tomorrow on
the
Freeform Rock podcast featuring Joseph Staub, we review Def Leppard's Diamond Star Halos. And one of the guys on the review did not listen to it. He just talked shit about the whole thing the whole time. So it's pretty interesting. It's a pretty. I'm not going to say who it is. You guys can
It's got to
figure
be
it out.
entertaining.
It's going to be very highly
That sounds
entertaining.
fun.
And also BS sessions next week. We're going to Jerry's pick. We're doing our top 11 songs that have fire in the title, and you can't use hell or burn. So it's got to be fire in the title. So thank you guys for coming on here. Thank you, Edwin. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Travis. And also check out the David Gilmour episode. Nobody seems to like On an Island, but check that one. That one is tanking. All right, guys. Take it easy, man. Thank you,
Later,
guys.
everyone. Later, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.